Hello, everybody. Welcome along to the Saturday SuperStream brought to you in association with WhatAlong. We will be reacting to all of the goals this afternoon in the 3 p.m. kickoffs in the Premier League, in the Championship, and in League One. Are you nervous? We are in round 44 this weekend in the Championship. Round 45, I think, in League One as well. Are you a fan of Peterborough? Peterborough could go down today if they do not better Reading's result. Are you a fan of Wigan? Wigan could go up today if they match MK Dons. Crewe are already down. Are you a fan of Doncaster? They could be going down today. Just 1 point from Gillingham or Doncaster not winning, and they're down. Wimbledon have to better Gillingham's result or they're down. A lot riding, particularly down at the bottom, as you can see, of the Championship and of League One. Get your hellos in. We'll give you some shout outs. We will be here for the next, what time is it? 2.5 hours reacting to everything. Get yourself comfortable. Get in the chat. Hit that like button as well. Let's do some hellos and then we'll go through the fixtures. Where are we? Dallas, welcome. John, welcome. Owen, TJ, Stephen. We'll talk about Luton in just a second. Dylan and Wayne. 2 early kickoffs. Stephen is right to point out Luton 1, Blackpool 1. I still think Luton will be okay, but knowing that they're going to Fulham next, they really could have done with winning that and just getting the nerves a little bit calmer. But look, unless all the results go against Luton later, I think they're probably still going to be okay. In the Premier League, Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1. So really good week for Arsenal in that top 4 race. They've beaten Chelsea and Manchester United. If Manchester United weren't out of it already, then they are now. Let's say some more hellos. Martin, welcome. MR, welcome. Kenny, BS, Millwall. Lou, legend. I think we were on the same stream the other day, Lou, talking about Watford. Ekpiteta is really good. The Blackpool manager's really good as well, Lou, but I'm sure you know that already. Jonesy up the cob today. Dave, legend. Afternoon. Guess who I had brunch with today, Dave? A mutual friend of yours and mine. Very nice too. Right. Keep your hellos coming in. Hit your likes. And let's have a look at the fixtures. I've already outlined the big ones. In terms of what could happen today. But obviously it doesn't begin and end with things just happening today. So Premier League, Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1. Is anybody surprised? No, let's move on. Leicester versus Villa. Man City versus Watford is a big one, isn't it? In the title race and down at the bottom as well. So is Norwich versus Newcastle. Remember, we're still 5, I think 6. Sometimes we've got 7 to play in the Premier League. So we're far less close to things being sorted out in the Premier League than we are in the other divisions. Brentford Spurs at 5:30. In the Championship, as we've already mentioned, Luton 1, Blackpool 1. Let me look at my notes here. So, Luton are 1 point from the playoffs if Sheffield United lose, Millwall don't win, Middlesbrough lose. They're 1 point from confirming the playoffs, Luton. So, the worst possible case scenario now for Luton is that all of Sheffield United, Millwall and Middlesbrough all win. Will that happen? Who knows? We're here for the long haul, so we'll find out. Right, Birmingham versus Millwall. Millwall very much in the playoff picture. Millwall fans will be pleased that Luton haven't won. Bournemouth versus Fulham. There's a million things I could say about that, but we'll enjoy that. First versus second. Parker versus Mitrovic. Derby, Bristol City. It's a dead rubber. Derby already down. Hull, Reading. Reading do still hold some of the keys to Peterborough's fate. Reading know that if they win, they're safe and Peterborough are down. If Peterborough better Reading's results, they do have to get something against Nottingham Forest, no less. Then it's all done today. And there is that game next. Peterborough versus Forest. Forest still have an outside chance of top 2. They've got games in hand, of course, on Luton and Huddersfield, who've now both played. We should mention Huddersfield, brilliant. Confirmed playoffs last night with that win over Barnsley, which also relegated the Tykes. Sheffield United, Cardiff. Look, let's just be very plain about this. These any team anywhere near the playoffs has to win today. You just have to win. Those chasing teams there, Sheffield United, Millwall, Middlesbrough, etc., etc. Sheffield United at home to Cardiff, got to win that one. They are in 6th. Someone will take their place if they don't. And if that doesn't happen, they've been very, very lucky. Stoke, QPR still outside chance. Swansea, Middlesbrough, bad run at the wrong time. They need to win that one. West Brom versus Coventry. Down in League One, I won't go chapter and verse. In fact, let me just do this real quick. I'll bring the table up on the other screen so I can kind of fill everybody in. As I said, Wigan can go up today. Doncaster can go down and Wimbledon can go down. That's it. Nothing else because of Fleetwood's game in hand at the bottom and because the playoff chase is so ridiculous. Nothing else can actually be confirmed today, despite the fact it is round 45 for a lot of teams. So Accrington versus Lincoln is a dead rubber. Charlton versus Shrewsbury is a dead rubber. Give us some goals then, guys. Cheltenham, Bolton, exactly the same, 10th versus 14th. Crewe, Ipswich, Crewe are already down. Doncaster, Burton, as we said, Doncaster, long odds, but they could do a miracle escape. They have to win and Gillingham have to lose. And they've got to hope that Fleetwood don't do anything either really into the bargain there. Fleetwood, Wimbledon is surely the match of the day. Go and look at the League One table and rub your hands together for Fleetwood, Wimbledon. 21st versus 22nd, 2 games before the end of the season. How do you like that? Fleetwood versus Wimbledon. MK versus Morecambe. MK really need to win. They've won 1 point in the last 3. They're still level on points with Rotherham at the top. Rotherham have a slightly harder game, you would imagine, against Oxford. So MK will be hoping to better Rotherham's result today. Obviously, best case scenario is MK win, Rotherham lose. Best case scenario for MK, that is, of course. Pompey versus Gillingham. Gillingham are on the verge of safety. Fleetwood's game in hand will still scare them. They really need to score points, I would say, in their last 2 games, Gillingham, to get over the line here, obviously, and hope Fleetwood and Wimbledon just beat each other up in that head-to-head. Rotherham, Oxford, that's really, really big, isn't it? Rotherham faltering, but still in second, courtesy of that win against Ipswich. In fact, Oxford back-to-back wins, 2 points off the playoffs. We've said for the longest time, someone will miss out with over 80 points. That is going to happen, surely. 75 Oxford in 8th place with 2 games to go. How do you like that? Sunderland, Cambridge. Sunderland have that game in hand. Got 77 points. They are not in the playoff places with 3 games to go and 77 points. Incredible high totals. Wigan can go up today. They've just got to match MK. So basically, just go and win. Go and beat Plymouth. And they're up. Plymouth are already... Are they guaranteed? No, they're not guaranteed a playoff place, actually. So that is pretty big. Plymouth only 2 points in the last 3 games. Only 5 points in the last 5. God, they've been in there all season. They would not want to fall out at the last minute. Wickham versus Sheffield Wednesday. Wow. I didn't realise those 2 were playing. 4th against 6th. Wednesday do actually have a game in hand. There is a scenario here where Wednesday could still finish in the top 2 despite being 4 points behind with just a few games to go. It's going to be absolutely brilliant today. Hope you are all looking forward to all the goings on. Let's get a few more comments and then where do we go first on the SuperStream? I didn't do it because it was Easter last weekend. I think we go to Mount Rushmore next, don't we? We do. Let's read some comments. First, anyone, any more for any more? What have we got in the chat? Hi from Brisbane. Cherries fan hoping for a good result. Welcome, Alan in Brisbane. Come on, you Lions, says Rod. Millwall will be hoping for that win today. Jeff, another Millwall fan there. Owen's trying to keep up with the F1. Anyone on the boxing tonight as well? Lou, meant to be at the Etihad today. Didn't want to watch this people. Yeah, anyone fancy Watford's chances at Man City tonight? I won't be talking about any refereeing decisions until the review show, so I can't give you your thoughts on that. Favourite final day in recent championship memory? Oh, crikey. Got to be last season, hasn't it? In that 3-3 draw between Wednesday and Derby. Let's click through everybody here. Wallace and Malone out for Millwall today. Get any team news in as well in the chat. Chris, A Huddersfield fan with his feet up. Well deserved. Well done, Huddersfield, actually. That's a round of applause from me. Playoffs confirmed with 2 games to go. They finished 20th last season, for God's sake. Embarrassing. All us making predictions. Daryl, agree. Nothing less for 3 points will do for the Blades. Yep, I totally agree with that. Dane, welcome. In League One, can Morecambe be confirmed to stay up? I don't think they can, no, because of that Fleetwood game in hand. So, yeah, Fleetwood could still... let me add this up. Yeah, they still have 2 games to go, yeah, so they could still get to 45 points even with a Morecambe win. So, yeah, it's only Lincoln. Lincoln are safe and everyone else down. Look, we're in the weeds of someone winning both their games and someone else losing both their games. But that is the deal, isn't it? Up the Fulham, they're already up. A mill from Ned. I think Mitro will score today. 41, that would be. Let's click on a few more. So come on, you Reds. Any Forest fans in here? Wednesday fans as well. Come on, the Wednesday. We'll do a proper roll call when we get past about 3:15, I reckon. Welcome, Tom from Oslo. Billy Mitchell injured. No good. Friend of the channel, Billy. We wish him well. Hello to Brian. Have I said hello to everybody? Barbe back. The Barjo out for the season. That's not good at all. Best player dropped for Bristol City today. Well, yeah. I'll do my normal throw my arms up, Annie, for Bristol City and not knowing what's going on there. Right, let's go to Mount Rushmore. And these are the players we're keeping an eye on. And we've already won Mount Rushmore today because, look, we had Elijah Adebayo on there and he already scored. It was a bit of a deflected goal. So Adebayo stays on Mount Rushmore for next time as well. Scott Twine is still on there. We've put Joel Pirro on today. He's been fantastic. Really, really enjoyed Joel Pirro of Swansea lately. They played Borough. And sorry to Lou and any of our Watford friends in there. That is Kevin De Bruyne. Is he starting? Someone tell me whether De Bruyne's starting or not for Man City. I assume he is. He might not be. Hey, he's on Mount Rushmore on the basis De Bruyne at home against Watford. Might be fill your boots type scenario. Mightn't it? Right. Let's move on. We've done our Mount Rushmore. Let's just do a quick plug for our friends over at whatacker.com. You can head over to whatacker. Acker tips there every day of the week. Usual warnings here. Please gamble responsibly if you're going to get involved. BeGambleAware.org if you want some advice there. 18 plus only. Only bet what you can afford. What I will say over on whatacker as well, if you're on and watching the boxing tonight, there's not much value in the boxing, I have to say, with Tyson Fury, such a hot favourite tonight. But you get a little bit of a booster through whatacker as well. Here is the win-acker we're following for whatacker today. You get a bit of a boost there with Bet365 if you take that again. Please gamble responsibly. Whatacker are behind Millwall to win at Birmingham, Forest to win at Peterborough, and Exeter against Rochdale. That is our win-acker for whatacker. The 3 p.m. win treble. Millwall, Forest and Exeter. You're just over 6-1 there. You get a little bit of a boost on that if you go through the website. Let us know your thoughts on that. The BTTS yes treble. So that is both teams to score. And remember, we are on the beach with a lot of dead rubbers. We're hoping for goals today. Will we get them in? Leicester Villa, Cheltenham Bolton, Brentford Spurs. You're going to have to wait until 5:30, and we're just over 5-1 for that one. So we're really keeping an eye on Leicester Villa and Cheltenham Bolton. Cheltenham have been our very good friends in terms of BTTS in recent weeks. And the big money acker this week, the long one, we're looking for BTTS in all those games. Norwich Newcastle, Bournemouth Fulham, Stanley Lincoln, Rotherham Oxford, Wycombe Wednesday, Bristol Rovers Forest Green, and Harrogate versus Carlisle. It is still 2:45. There's no one in the place. Any Frank Sinatra fans out there? You can get on at whatacker.com, and we're really, really privileged to be partnered with them on my silly little football channel. We have partners and all sorts now. It's fantastic. Remember, if you are going to get involved, do please gamble responsibly. Let's go to any more comments, and then we'll talk a little bit about the 12:30s. What do we got? Eli, it's nice being a Huddersfield fan. I bet it is. Yeah, enjoy it, Huddersfield fans. No Neco Williams today. We'll look at, in fact, give me your big games so I don't pick them out for when we look at some team news through the leagues. Alistair from the away end at Hull. Well done at the MKM. Well done for getting signal as well. People from around the world watching the stream. We do absolutely love it. Cheeky fiver on Dillian. I bet you got a good price for that, Stephen. Anyone actually think Dillian White is going to lay a glove on Tyson Fury tonight? I'm not so sure about it. Yes, De Bruyne is starting. So a good Mount Rushmore pick. We will hope. 40 miles from Ukraine and beating Birmingham, still my personal pride. Where are you, Daniel? Let us know exactly where you are. Dean Lewington, we always give him a shout out. That was 700. I saw him play the other day, actually. I was at Sheffield Wednesday's game against MK Dons. Any more shock prediction? We're in our big calls, 1-1. Their number of points for Championship Plus. Do you know what, Brim? We'll look at the table in just a minute. We've been saying mid-70s for the longest time. Luton could be very, very close on low 70s. So I think the number from what we were saying a few weeks ago has dropped. Maybe by 1 point, maybe by 2. Are we 73, 74 now rather than 75? We'll look at the table and get that established. 33-1 on Dillian White. Good luck to him. Goodbye, Peterborough, says Aquatic. Could well be today. He's right. If Peterborough don't better Reading's results, so they have to get something against Inform Forest. If they don't better Reading's result, then they are down. Wycombe is a big game. Oh, yes. Really, really excited. 3 in League One, I have to say. Wimbledon and Fleetwood, Wycombe and Wednesday, Rotherham and Oxford. Oh, you gotta love it. Do Fulham win the league today? Not yet, Ben. No, I think if they win today, they need 1 more point. But look, they're going to win the league anyway. It's just a matter of when, not if. Shock prediction. Norwich will stay up. You're very optimistic there, Kenny. I think most Norwich fans probably disagree with you, but I'm sure they'll be pleased to hear you say that. Right. Let's do... what is next on my running order? Sorry. We just got a quick look at the 12:30s. So Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1. I'm sure nobody's surprised that Manchester United, who have been on the beach for a fair old while, haven't they? They went down 3-1 in this one. Tavares, Saka, the great Cristiano Ronaldo, Granit Xhaka with the goals. Have a look at that top 4 race in the Premier League. Arsenal, so 60 points with 5 to play. Manchester United 54 with 4 to play. It looks like Manchester United are done if they weren't done already there. They've played more games than Spurs. Spurs have got 2 games in hand. Looks like could boil down to a very fun North London derby between Arsenal and Spurs. That could be a brilliant, brilliant game, especially with that Spurs front 3 playing ever so well at the moment. In the Championship, it was Luton 1, Blackpool 1. Again, I won't be able to discuss any refereeing decisions until the review show on, well, it might actually be tomorrow night, in fact. But 1-1 in this one. Gary Medine from the spot, equalising that deflected shot from Elijah Adebayo on 2 minutes. A really early goal for Luton in that one, who always start well. Let me scroll that down a little bit and we can answer Bryn's question about playoff totals there. So Luton really could have done with the win. I mean, don't get me wrong, they've been fantastic over Easter to get those back-to-back wins. They're in a great position. I think the nerves for Luton fans, I guess, is just a game against Fulham away next could be tricky, could be drop points, couldn't it? And obviously Forest could go past them today. I mean, I suspect even the most hardened Luton fans will be expecting Forest to go past them at some point, 2 points behind with 3 games in hand now. Sheffield United could close up to within 3 points, Millwall to within 4 points. So, I don't know. Do they need to win 1 more game, Luton, or do they just need 1 more point? I wonder. Look, I would say with Luton, 1 more win, and they're definitely in there, aren't they? And I mean, look, Sheffield United's maximum upside is 75, and Middlesbrough can do 75 as well, can't they? But nobody else can. So, yeah, one win, and they're definitely done. But look, Luton, I think they did their work over the Easter weekend. Right, we'll go to some team news for some big games in just a second. Should we do a quick like spike, everybody? Please, if you're watching the Super Stream now, hit the like button. I can see we've already got 48 likes. That is outstanding. It's just gone up to 50 as soon as we said that. So we'll be very optimistic and hit the 100 button. Hit the like button, help support the channel, and see if you can get us up to 100 likes here on the SuperStream. Thank you, everybody, for your support. The like spike is a bit of fun, but it really, really is important for the channel, trying to help us find new subscribers and new fans to help that chat be even more opinionated, even more fans from even more different teams. Sorry, I'm just putting good old Jeff on the screen. Oh, there's good old Roy Hodgson on my screen. Indeed. Let's do a few more comments and then we'll go to some team news. Where shall we land? So Daniel is in Kosice in Slovakia. Very nice. Well, I hope you're all safe if you're that close. I assume, Binge, you're being so jovial about it, you are. So hopefully things sort themselves out for Dan and everybody, obviously, in the Ukraine, etc. Newcastle, several key players on the bench. Now or never for Norwich. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Hello to the Gibbler. Welcome along. Manchester United played better in recent games still. Last day of Peanuts. Big day for Oldham. Could be the day we get relegated today. We're not across League Two, but we will keep our eyes out for Peanuts on Oldham. If I'm Arsenal, take a point from Spurs to give you. Agree with that 100%. God, it annoys me how Luton is such a well-run club now. I suspect it does if you're a Watford fan. Yeah, Luton, excellent work there. What else have we got in the chat? Welcome, Erdin. Forest Green, I believe, can go up today. Again, I'm not across League Two, but yeah, you let me know. Oh, is Jeff not on today? Is it Jules? Well, good luck to him. Billy Sharp back on the bench for Blades. Osborne in for Bulldog and Diet. Thank you. Daryl and Neko Williams, Wellesley missing due to COVID. Thank you for all. Yeah, I remember Oldham in the Premier League, which had Joe Royle as their manager. In fact, there's a very good book by Mike, is it McGrath or McCarthy? I can't remember the journalist's name, about that Oldham era. You want to look up a brilliant era of football. Oldham under Joe Royle, absolutely fantastic. Matty, Josh Coburn getting a start under Wilder. They have struggled up top with Balogun, Conley, Sporer, etc. Coburn gets to go according to Matty. Right, how are we doing? 252. How good was that like spike, by the way? Let's have a look. 75 likes. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Right, let's try and do a little bit of team news before kickoff, and then we're going to get to first goals in about 3 or 4 minutes. Big games. Should we look at that Newcastle-Norwich game, actually, being someone had said in the chat, Newcastle may be without a few key players. Can Norwich take advantage? There are the teams there for Norwich. Krull, Byram, Hanley, Zimmerman, Yanulis. So no Gibson, no Aarons, no Williams there in that back four for Norwich. Norman, McLean, Dowell, who's played his way into the team recently. Well played to him. Lise Malou, Rasica, and Pookie, who you have to give credit. Both times Norwich have been in the Premier League, his numbers have been very good, haven't they? Pookie. He gets tarred with the same brush as Mitrovic does. And when you look at the actual circumstances, they do well, these strikers playing for teams that lose most of their games. For Newcastle, Dubravka, Kraft, Lascelles, Byrne, Target, Willock, Longstaff, Guimaraes, Murphy, Joe Linton, St. Maximin. Still looks strong enough, in my opinion, for Newcastle to get something at Norwich. Norwich are, in the words of John Lennon, they are living on borrowed time. Aren't we all, hey? Aren't we all? In the Championship, which game shall we look at as the big game? I wonder. Let me bring it up on the screen so you can all disagree with my decision. I mean, Peterborough could go down and Forest going for the playoffs. Should we go with that one or should we go Swansea, Middlesbrough? Let's go for Peterborough and Forest. So I'll reiterate, as I will many times today, Peterborough have to better Reading's result or they are down. Get down, deeper and down today. Posh in goal. Cornell, Knight, Edwards, Kent, Burrows, Poku, Taylor, Fuchs, Smodic, Jake Jones with a start, and Clark Harris up top. Forest, Samba in goal. Worrell, Figueiredo, McKenna, still no Cook. Spence, Colback, still no Lowe. Yates, Garner, Zinkernagel, Johnson, and time to step up, Surridge. Because Keenan Davis, who I was pretty impressed with when I saw him in the flesh against Luton, he's a bit of a monster, actually. He is injured now, I believe, possibly, if they were to get into the playoffs, which we think they're going to, until the playoffs. Have we got time to do a League One? I'm going to do one League One. Where should we go? Should we do Wycombe Wednesday or Rotherham Oxford? Let's do Wycombe and Sheffield Wednesday. That is a big game. 4th versus 6th. And Sheffield Wednesday still with that outside chance of getting in the top 2. But Wycombe away is never, ever, ever straightforward in League One, is it? So for Wycombe, Stockdale, Jacobson, Tafazoli, Joseph, McCarthy, Scowen, Gabe, McCleary, Horgan, Abita, and Vokes. For Wednesday, Peacock Farrell, Story, Dunkley, Hutchison, and I can tell you firsthand because I saw him get injured, Harley Dean, not around there. Mendes Lang starts, Johnson down the other side. Deli Bashiru, Bannon, who, take a bow, scored one of the best goals I've seen live and in the flesh for ages in that game at MK. What a goal. Luongo returns, Berahino and Gregory up top. Right, I think it's time we need to play first goal. Let me just clear out the comments. Tafazoli, former posh player, indeed. Wednesday are flying, indeed, indeed. What else have we got? If Fulham winner, essentially. Yeah, we don't do essentially champions, TJ. We have to, has to be mathematically done for me, but I know exactly what you mean. But yeah, we'll go in absolutes here on the channel. So yeah, even if it is 10 goals difference or whatever, I'll still say it's not mathematically done. Davey, welcome. I'm very well, so I believe you're Barnsley, aren't you, Davey? So I'm probably better than you, and commiserations to the Barnsley fan. Mark, one change for Bournemouth, billing in for Jamal Lowe as the Coventry game. Thank you. Annie, thank you. Bentley Closer, Cundy Atkinson, Scott, James, Williams, Benarouz, Vyman, Martin Semenyo. Fantastic stuff. There you go. Andy Ritchie, some classic Oldham players from back in the day. Right. Let's play first goal. So I'm going to hit the button, and as soon as I do, don't do it yet, let me know which stadium. Well, in fact, just give me the name of the home team. It doesn't have to be them scoring the first goal. As I look at Manchester City Watford on my screen. Where is the first goal coming today? Go.
Oh, you have to say that's magnificent.
So let us know, where is the first goal coming from today? Which stadium? Get your guesses in. Someone's always right. Every week someone gets it right. Will it be at Leicester, Manchester City, Norwich? It won't be at Brentford, 5:30 kickoff. Will it be at Birmingham, Bournemouth, Derby, Hull, Peterborough, Sheffield United, Stoke, Swansea or West Brom? Will it be at Accrington, Charlton, Cheltenham, Crewe, Doncaster, Fleetwood, MK, Pompey, Rotherham, Sunderland, Wigan or Wycombe? Where do you think the first goal is going to be? Let's get these guesses on the screen and see who's going to get it right. Someone's going to get it right, aren't they? Here we go. Right, Swansea, Etihad, Swansea. I was going to say, the love for Swansea. They're playing Middlesbrough. That might be a while, I think, that one. But hey, I'm normally wrong. Norwich, Bournemouth, Vitality, Birmingham, Peterborough, Etihad, West Brom, Hull, St Andrews, Sheffield United, Derby, Man City, Peterborough. Interesting. Are they all? Is this all the assumption that Forest are going to score early? They've been quite good, haven't they? Forest, Swansea, Peterborough. I think that's supposed to say pesto Oreo, a pesto flavoured Oreo biscuit, or does he mean Peterborough? Imagine a pesto flavoured Oreo biscuit. That'd be disgusting, wouldn't it, Benzie? Hull, Sheffield United, Peterborough. Does that mean we're all Wednesday? Are we? Vitality, Charlton, Fulham, Solanke, yeah. Western Homes. Right, I'm going to click through as many as possible. Here we go. Yeah, if it's a Brentford, it will be a boring stream. Indeed. There we go. Morning from Florida. Welcome, Sandra. All right for some. I hope it's sunny over there in Florida. Autocorrect. A pesto Oreo invented by one of our Forest friends today. Stadium MK and Posh. Right. I think we're there. What time is it, you lot? It's 2:59. Let me get my clock up on here. I normally... it's a cock up. Me not having my clock up on the screen. We are about to go to kickoff. I think we've done all our business, haven't we? Mount Rushmore. What ACCA we've done? Big games. And it is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. on the SuperStream. It is kickoff time. We are ready to go. We've had our guesses on first goal. Let's enjoy the stream. The first goal will happen very, very shortly. You know it always does. Let me get my phone up on the table so I can get my notifications. And I think we are all good to go. We just pop these up one more time. This is what we're following on WhatAcker. We're behind Millwall, Forest and Exeter in the win treble. We're behind Leicester Villa, Cheltenham Bolton and Brentford Spurs to be BTTS. And look, I'll look at that one in the second half and see how we're doing. But loads of games there, 7 on the big money ACCA. As we await the first goal, I won't do the roll call now because it will be interrupted by the first goal, of course. Pesto Oreo Nil, is that the new name for Peterborough now? The flagrant disrespect, the poor old Peterborough who are trying to survive today. So let me tell you where you need to be nervous. So Fulham can't win the title today, but they can go within 1 point. And as is pointed out, the goal difference is very, very close, isn't it? Have we had the first goal? Someone's telling me, or are they just guessing? Bournemouth. A Bournemouth win today and Forest lose. Then Bournemouth are 1 win from promotion. I believe they play, God, too many fixtures. Swansea. They play Swansea in the week, I think. And Fulham play, I can't remember. And then Fulham play Forest. I think it's all very, very confusing this time of year. Luton, if the results go for them, will be 1 point from the playoffs. Posh are down today if they don't better Reading's result. Wigan are up if they match MK's result. Crewe are already down. Doncaster are down if they don't win or if Gillingham score a single point. Wimbledon have to better Gillingham or they're down. Fleetwood can't go down today, but remember that huge game there, Wimbledon versus Fleetwood in League One is just woof. What a game, 21st versus 22nd. Bournemouth play Swansea. Did I get that right? I think I got that right, didn't I? Bournemouth play Swansea on Tuesday. We are awaiting our first goal in the 3 PMs in the Premier League, the Championship or League One. Really hope Fulham win to keep the automatic dream alive. You mean for everybody else, right? No automatic dream for Fulham. They are already up. Well played, Fulham. They were promoted with that 3-0 win, wasn't it, again? Preston. God, you know it's a worrying time. We can already feel your voice going. And it's only 3 minutes past 3. And I haven't even yelled out about any goals yet. We are still awaiting our first goal in the 3 PMs today. In the 12:30s, it was Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1. Manchester United look cooked, don't they, in the 4th place race, if you still believe they were in it. I know many of you will say they don't, and I can't really argue back against that too much. Luton 1, Blackpool 1. Luton really would have hoped to have won that one, but I still think they're there, aren't they, Luton, unless everything goes against them for the entire or the entire rest of the season. Lull. Yes, lots of lulls. I'm seeing, lots of comments about Bradford scoring. Queen's Park have scored again. Remember, we are only interested, well, we're not only interested, but in terms of our first goal, Premier League, Championship or League One. And there we go. The most predictable location in the entire world. I said it myself, didn't I? After 4 minutes, it is Manchester City 1, Watford 0. And the chat is now going to fill up of people getting that right because loads of you had that, didn't you? I know when I was clicking through there. Manchester City 1, Watford 0. We've got Kevin De Bruyne on Mount Rushmore. If he scores or assists, he's staying on there. Paul Merson is just describing the goal. Gabriel Jesus is the goal scorer. I wonder, did KDB get the assist? Does anybody know in the chat? Let's see what's coming up on the screen. No details on my screen just yet, but Manchester City in that Premier League title race are our opening goal. Bit of a predictable one today, but hey, predictable is predictable for a reason. So Manchester City will go again 4 points clear of Liverpool. And we could just have a scenario where those two at the top there just win every single game for the rest of the season. They're so good, those two teams. Watford aren't quite as good. So that goal, it's setting up. Look at that. It's a league high, 23rd possible defeat of the season for Watford. They will be a minimum. Everton do play Liverpool, though, which works quite well for Norwich, Burnley and Watford. There'll be a minimum of 7 points if they do lose, adrift with 5 games to go. Will Watford... Let's get into the comments. Very slow going today. You would think for round 45 in Championship and League One, there'd have already been about 15 goals, but maybe the beach kicks in a bit more in the second half. Gives me a good chance to get into comments. Luton draw frustrating. Injuries are screwing us. Yeah, Luton have got a lot of injured players. Let's hope they can get some back. Am I right, Jay, in saying Luton now don't play until Monday the 2nd? So I think they've got 9 days. So hopefully they can get some players back. KDB lookalike, Zinchenko, Worth. Accrington Stanley 0, Lincoln 1 is a first goal in League One. That is a dead rubber. Remember, Lincoln are already safe. We're looking Lincoln and below in terms of the relegation battle there. That'll do there. Oh, no, it's been disallowed. Disregard that. It is not Accrington Stanley 0, Lincoln 1 at all. Let's get into some more comments. Predicting first goal at the Hawthorns for Victor Gyökeres on 31 minutes. Well, go and get on it. Ben, Dillian White vs Tyson Fury prediction. You want a round, don't you? Fury in 5? Will it go that long? You tell me in the chat. I don't know what the odds are. Oh, interesting goal at the bottom of League One because a few teams' fate lies in the hands of Gillingham. They are above the line. Gillingham are behind. Portsmouth 1, Gillingham 0. So we'll have a look at the league table. That is good news for Fleetwood, Wimbledon, and Doncaster, who've still got a miracle to go for. But the door is slightly open because Pompey have taken the lead against Gillingham. I'm going to go to the League One table and show you what I mean. There's going to be a lot of keeping up needs doing today. Ronan Curtis, goal scorer for Pompey. There is your League One table. So Gillingham being behind is very good news for Fleetwood and Wimbledon. Is that game not kicked off? What is going on there? Sorry, let me just see what's happening. It's today at 3 p.m. What's happening at Fleetwood and Wimbledon? It's not coming up as kicked off on SofaScore. Can anyone elucidate? Has that game not kicked off yet, Fleetwood and Wimbledon? I'm confused why nothing's happening there, unless it's just a ghost in the machine at SofaScore. But anyway, Gillingham being behind is good news for Fleetwood and Wimbledon if they can get kicked off. Either side, well, Fleetwood can go past Gillingham with a win if they lose today, could go on to 42 and put the Gills into the bottom 4. Wimbledon, I know neither side has been winning, for the longest time, have they? But Wimbledon could go to within a point. Anyone know anything about this Fleetwood-Wimbledon game? Let me have a look in the comments. It has kicked off, has it, Tom? Yeah. That must just be a ghost in the machine there. Yeah, Fleetwood is thanks, guys. A SofaScore glitch. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, guys, in the chat. Afternoon, Kev. Sunderland in action against Cambridge today. Need a win. Absolutely, they do. Good fixtures, though, Kev, for Sunderland, with Rotherham playing Oxford and Wickham playing Wednesday. Someone's going to drop points and Sunderland keep winning in the last minutes, which is all right. First round knockout for me. White is just a filler for Fury. versus Joshua. I'm sure the pay-per-view people won't be happy if that goes down in the first round, unless there's a proper Mike Tyson 30 seconds jobby. Not a championship goal. Yeah, I think you're right, Spofty. Aren't you? Oldham 0, Salford 1. Matt Smith scored a 25-yard banger. Is that the Matt Smith who used to play for Millwall and QPR and Fulham and everybody else? Big Matt Smith. I didn't know he was at Salford. There is much I do not know. What I do know is we don't have that many goals kicking around today. Let me try and give you some kind of sweep, which won't take long. Man City 1, Watford 0. Gabriel Jesus. No goals in the Championship. Ronan Curtis is the only goal scorer in League One for Pompey. They lead 1-0 against Gillingham. The same Matt Smith. There we go. The very same. We've got a goal at Derby. I'm a bit surprised by this one, even though it goes with the league table. Derby 0, Bristol City 1. Bristol City have the lead up at Pride Park. I'd predicted that as a rousing sort of defiant against relegation performance from Derby. Nope, they're behind in 11 minutes to Bristol City. First goal in the Championship goes to the Robins. We'll await the goal scorer. Derby 0, Bristol City 1. It's all going to make no difference in terms of Derby. They are already down. Bristol City, can they pad their league position? Yeah, they can a little bit. That does put them 2 points ahead of Cardiff as things stand. There's your live league table there. Bristol City going to go on to 52 points, so maximum upside for them. 58 if they can win their last 3 games in a row. Be a fine thing. And this guy deserves a round of applause. Andy Vyman. What a season he's had in a not very good Bristol City team. I need to look up how many. He's been on Mount Rushmore. He deservedly. He's been brilliant, Andy Vyman, this season. 20 for the season, Vyman. That's really good, isn't it? In a not very good team in Bristol City, Vyman has been absolutely quality, hasn't he? 20 goals this season. Fantastic. Mount Rushmore. We are doing Mount Rushmore today. It is. Vyman's not on it anymore. It was a couple of weeks ago. De Bruyne, Pirro, Adebayo and Twine today. We kept Adebayo and Twine on there. Adebayo staying on because he scored earlier as well. Oh, we got a big goal at the top of League One. Rotherham 0, Oxford 1. Game on for MK Dons. I believe they will now be in the automatic promotion places. And does that put Oxford back into the playoff places? That is our first big goal of the day. Rotherham 0, Oxford 1. Woof is all I'll say to that. Cat amongst the pigeons. Lloyd Jones has been red carded for Cambridge. I think Kev saying Sunderland were playing Cambridge, so that may well be good news for Sunderland if I've got my fixtures right. Let's head over to the live League One table and see what that goal for Oxford means in terms of the top end of that table. It's a big goal, isn't it? Look, so MK would go into second as things stand. Remember, it can still get better for MK. They can take the lead. They would then be 3 points clear. It's a perfect storm if that happens. Dan Barlasser own goal in that game. Oxford have just moved above Wycombe and Sunderland into 6th position there. Are Sunderland not playing? Yes, they are. What is wrong with SofaScore today? I know Cambridge are playing because Lloyd Jones has been red carded. So, yeah, I think a few glitches over at SofaScore today, but big goal there. So, MK, advantage MK at the moment. Let me just check. That does also mean that Wigan, as things stand, let me just do my maths real quick. This is going to be fun and games all day. As things stand, Wigan are up. Oh, no, Rotherham could still catch them, couldn't they? What's the goal difference? Look, they could equal the points there, Rotherham. But look, as things stand, well, let me put it this way. If Wigan take the lead, and I think we've said this already, if they match MK, they are up. Am I right about this? I don't think I'm right about that, am I? Rotherham can still catch Wigan. Sorry, take that back about Wigan. They do need to win today in terms of promotion there. And speaking of promotion, have Sunderland just jumped up on your screen? I don't think SofaScore even thinks they're playing. They've taken the lead. Ross Stewart has scored from the spot. I assume the red card for Lloyd Jones was something to do with that penalty. And Ross Stewart, how many goals has he got this season? Has scored again for Sunderland. And I don't think we've got an accurate live league table. Hopefully SofaScore sorts its life out. I might have to do some quick maths on the fly to give you your live League One table. So Sunderland played 44, 80 points. So Sunderland are sixth. And now we have what we said for the longest time. We have 80 points as the playoff line, which is ridiculous. A few teams have still got 2 games to go. And just as I say that, Wycombe 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Oh, it's all going on at the top of League One. Wednesday, oh no, disallowed. Take that back. Disallowed. No goal there. We thought possibly Wednesday had taken the lead. So disregard that. No goal for Sheffield Wednesday. But we do know Oxford lead against Rotherham and Sunderland lead against Cambridge. Hopefully everything is up to date and ticking along for you all at the bottom. And I can get some comments. I need to say a big thank you to Sean, who always pops in and does a €10 super chat. That's very kind, Sean. If we ever meet Sean, I'll buy you a pint. Thank you so much. Refresh the page. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the IT crowd. Have you tried turning it off and on again? There you go. Thank you. Good advice. That works. There you go. There's an up-to-date League One table. If that Wednesday goal had stood, it would be 84, 83, 82 in second, third, and fourth. Unbelievable. Can we call Rotherham bottlers? Yes, I think you can, Luke. Rotherham were well clear. You know my distaste for the word Rotherham. I'll allow not for the word Rotherham. Sorry, Rotherham fans. No, I'll clip that out. You know my distaste for the word bottlers. But I think we can apply that to Bournemouth or Rotherham if either don't get promoted automatically this season because they both had big leads. As it stands, MK in the autos. In DDO, disallowed. Yes, indeed. Do you think tables should be decided on head-to-head or goal difference? Oh, God. I could probably make a reasonable argument for both. I'm the dude. Goal. I think goal difference. I prefer goal difference. I think goal difference and then sort of head-to-head after that, which I do think is the system they've got at the moment. Clipped. No. Apologies if the stream is lagging. I can do absolutely nothing about that. Hopefully, I don't have any connectivity problems there, so it must be a StreamYard issue. Hopefully, it rights itself. Why is there only 1 goal in the championship? I don't know. Boring, isn't it? Give us some goals, championship. Come on, Borough, says Graham. Keep your comments coming in. Do some kind of quick sweep here. Starting to fill up a little bit in terms of goals. Man City 1, Watford 0, Derby 0, Bristol City 1. Just 1 goal in the championship. Some important goals in League One, though. Gillingham are behind at Pompey. That's important at the bottom. Oxford are ahead at Rotherham, which is very important at the top. Sunderland lead against Cambridge as well. I think we can get back to some comments. I think the system is currently goal difference, goals scored, goals conceded before alphabetical. Don't they use head-to-head now? They do, don't they? I'm not entirely sure. Do like the stream. We'll do a proper like spike in a bit. I tell you what, if we're in a lull, should we do our roll call? So everybody get yourself ready. We're going to do a roll call in just a second. I want to know, just put the name of the team you support. Don't do it yet. I want to give a shout out to every team that you support and see how many we've got represented. So Once I hit the button, it's roll call time. Let me know who your team is. Only comment that. Don't comment anything else. Are you ready? Go. Roll call. Let's see how many different teams we've got represented in the SuperStream. Can someone count for me when I click through all of them? Count how many different teams have we got represented. We'll give all of your teams a shout out. Hopefully we've got teams from every division. Hopefully some from some other countries. Hopefully loads playing. Let me know who your team is. Who do you support? I'll start off. My name's Ben, and I'm an Ipswich Town fan. There we go. It's like Alcoholics Anonymous. Not that I'm belittling such an institution, of course. Right, here we go. Let's see how many teams we've got represented. Right, Leeds. I'm going to give them all a shout-out as well. Cardiff, Forest, Huddersfield, Millwall, Bristol City, Forest, Millwall, Leeds, Blades, Villa, Coventry, Leeds, Millwall, Birmingham, Blades, Huddersfield, Cov, Wednesday, Liverpool, Luton, Fulham, Birmingham, Luton, Everton, Forest. This is great. Norwich. Is anyone counting? Leeds, Posh, Forest, Leeds, Watford, Swans, Forest, Fulham, QPR, Blades, Reading, Borough, Huddersfield, Millwall, Cardiff, Fulham. Surely we've done the entire championship now, haven't we? Swansea, Forest, Villa, Forest. Any Cardiff fans? Luton, Liverpool, Blackburn. That's a new one. Good. Millwall, Fiorentina, Forest, Millwall, Fulham, Spurs, Leeds, Swans, Terriers, Forest. Gave up after 10. Forest. Forest fans dominating today. Watford as well. That's brilliant stuff, guys. And we've given all your teams a shout out. And we've got to give MK Dons a shout out. Oh, it's all happening at the top of League One. MK Dons have taken the lead against Morecambe, not Millwall. Millwall on the brain after the roll call. MK are going to be 3 points clear in the automatics. Rotherham, you are messing this up right royally. Let's tap that goal in. MK 1, Morecambe 0, and we'll get straight to the League One live table. It was Harry Darling, the big blonde centre half. If it's the bloke I'm remembering from watching them in the flesh the other night. And look at the top of that table now. It's a perfect storm for MK so far. It's exactly how they wanted it to go. So MK at 45 games will be at 86 points. Rotherham are losing if they continue and don't score. It'll be 83. And I suppose the next question anybody's going to ask me is who is Rotherham's game in hand against? Let's have a look. It's against Sunderland away. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. Oh, we got a huge goal at the bottom as well. Oh, it's all going off in League One. Fleetwood 0, Wimbledon 1. Wimbledon, remember, are the chasers down there, and they have taken the lead in that massive, gargantuan, gigantic relegation head-to-head. I tell you what, guys, League One is delivering. So are Manchester City. They are 2-0 up against Watford. No slip up from City at the top of the Premier League. We've got to look at the bottom of the table. And very annoyingly, I think SofaScore is glitching and doesn't think Fleetwood and Wimbledon are playing. They are. So we'll just do the maths off the top of our head. So Luke McCormick has scored. That means Wimbledon played 45, are also on 39 points. Fleetwood played 44 on 39. The goal difference is minus 25. It'll be minus 24 now for Wimbledon. It will be 28. So am I right? Has that just put Wimbledon on goal difference above Fleetwood? I think I'm right about that. It would be lovely if SofaScore updated its table. But there we go. Gabriel Jesus. I put the wrong guy on Mount Rushmore, didn't I? I put Kevin De Bruyne on there. Has already scored twice. Can he get a first half hat-trick against Watford? Great start for Manchester City. They are 2-0 up. But really, it's all eyes on League One. At the moment, it's a very good day if you're MK. It's a bad day if you're Rotherham. It's a good day if you're Wimbledon and a bad day if you're Gillingham down the bottom there. Really, really delivering. Goodness me. Alex Scott off injured. Not good news. Come on, Cité, says Ethan. Jesus, De Bruyne assist. There we go. That's why we put him on Mount Rushmore. Worth, there we go. Ballard versus Hernandez is a good battle. That in Millwall, Birmingham. Yeah, thoughts to good old Nappers. They are behind. Where the heck is the championship action? Unbelievable. I think we're all good there. Incredible stuff. Please be polite. We cover 3 divisions here. I'm not catering to just the championship. Yeah, and exactly. Why do you keep speaking in capitals? David, channel legend, welcome along. See you next season. I did miss the channel, to be fair. Yeah, Watford already 2 down and fairly well adrift at the bottom of the table. Right, let's do a like spike. Guys, if you're watching the Super Stream right now, see if you can bump our like numbers up towards 150. We got 121 likes. Hit that like button if you're watching right now and see if you can get us a like spike. It's on 121. We'd love to get up to 150 likes. I know it's a good old bit of fun, but it does really, really help with the target and getting audience and all that. 138. Incredible stuff. Thank you so much for the support. Oh, thank you, Sky. So, yes, I've got the goal difference the wrong way round. So Fleetwood are still above Wimbledon, but at the moment it's Wimbledon 39, Fleetwood 39, Gillingham 40. Morecambe are losing as well. They could get dragged in. They're on 42. Remember, Fleetwood have got a game in hand on everybody as well. But that's no good. They're losing at home to Wimbledon today. Hey? Incredible stuff. Fulham fans singing Boring, Boring, Parker. That is still 0-0. Remember, the big head-to-head between Scott Parker and Mitrovic, Fulham and Bournemouth today. Still find it crazy that Bournemouth Fulham is not on TV. Yeah, I can see why they didn't put it on, Jay, in respect of when they were planning the games. Fulham were pretty much guaranteed to already be up. I suspect they probably thought Bournemouth might be up by now as well. But look, a lot of you forecast a bit of a slip, and there has been a bit of a slip as well, haven't there? Charlie, come on, QPR. We haven't mentioned QPR today. We're playing Stoke, isn't it? I can't even remember. It'll be on the ticker somewhere. Oh, hello. Man City 2, Watford 1. What does this mean? I don't know what that goal means. Does that mean Manchester City are going to have some incredible collapse now, or have Watford just wound them up? Watford have scored at Manchester City. I don't think many people expected much from Watford today, but they have got on the score sheet. Man City 2, Watford 1. Roy's boys have got 1 back. We're just awaiting the goal scorer. Dennis, normally him, isn't it? We'll find out imminently. But, I don't know, make things a bit more interesting. Hassan Kamara is the goal scorer for Watford. Man City 2, Watford 1. Guardiola masterclass. You love it. You love it, Lou, don't you? Unbelievable scenes. A Watford topo from Kamara. Yeah, no 8-0 this time. Yeah, that's guaranteed now. Still fairly low on goals. We always big up these weekends at the end of the season, don't we? Everyone on the beach, loads of goals. They're not forthcoming. We'll wait for them in the second half. Only League One really delivering today. And it's all go up there. Just the 3 games in the Premier League. Man City 2, Watford 1. No goals in Leicester, Villa or Norwich, Newcastle. And only 1 goal. This is unprecedented, actually, isn't it? We are 3:29, it says on my clock. And we've only had 1 goal in how many championship games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 championship games. 1 goal in nearly 30 minutes. And that goal was scored by Andy Vyman, his 20th of the season. Lots going on in League One, though, where the cat is really in amongst the pigeons. Wimbledon are leading against Fleetwood in that massive relegation head-to-head. MK are winning and Rotherham are losing, which puts MK in pole position. I was just going to say Sunderland are 1-0 up. They've just gone 2-0 up. And I think that's Pompey are leading against Gillingham as well, which has more impact on the bottom. Sunderland have just gone 2 up. It looks like a 3-pointer for Alex Neil and Sunderland. They are 2 up against Cambridge, who have been down to 10 men already for about 10, 15 minutes, haven't they? So it could be a long afternoon for Cambridge. And, well, do you know what? Let's have a look at the goal difference stakes, because I'd hate to say it, but if you're a Sunderland fan, you're thinking, can we rack some goal difference up? 2-0 up against 10 men already within 30 minutes. Can you get that to 3 or 4-0? That Sunderland goal difference is already plus 22, I'm assuming. SofaScore adds it as we go. Looking above them, yeah, that's really important. Look, Plymouth's is 25, plus 25. So is Wednesday. So Sunderland, look how few goals Rotherham conceded. Incredible. 32 only conceded for Rotherham. We're just waiting for the goal scorer from Sunderland. It is Elliot Embleton. Ross Stewart had scored earlier in the day. Boring championship, isn't it, at the moment, isn't it? Come on, championship boys. Get us some goals. Westwood just had to make a good save. Thomas blasted over. Only real chance for Rangers. I think I've just cursed Sunderland and their goal difference. Cambridge have just scored. The 10 men of Cambridge. Let me just double check that is actually right and has happened. I think it's Sunderland 2, Cambridge 1. So, yeah, never mind that talk of goal difference. There's a lady called Pian Moulenstein who is commentating at Stoke. Is she any relation of Rennie Moulenstein? Can anyone look that up for me? Pian Moulenstein. I wonder if she's any relation of the ex... was he Fulham manager? He's Man United, one of Fergie's many assistants over the years. Surely that can't be a common name. Or is it a common name over in Europe? Paul Digby, he used to play for Ipswich, has scored. We didn't play very often. Scored for Cambridge. Sunderland 2, Cambridge 1. Odd goal that, because Sunderland playing against 10 men and had just gone 2-0 up. And there's me talking about goal difference and all of that good stuff. Nope. A goal straight back. Commentator's curse. Absolutely. Sorry, my sister is so annoyed. She went, oh, that's what they all say, Brandon. That's what they all say. Is this the low... 1 goal in 30 minutes? Yeah. 100%. This is unprecedented in the championship. Ooh, penalty to Burton. So if this goes in, Doncaster, if they don't win, they are down. Or if Gillingham get a point, they are down. Burton are playing Doncaster. If I got my fixtures right, this could be an important penalty. Welcome, Liam. I was hacked. What did Jolien Lescott say, Jay? It was my pocket. My pocket sent the phone, sent the picture of the car. Any news on that penalty? Oh, Pompey 1, Gillingham 1. This could be a very, very bad minute for Doncaster if there is indeed a penalty for Burton. So Gillingham have equalised, which now makes anything that Doncaster do irrelevant. So, and we're not sure whether we do actually have a penalty there or whether it has indeed been scored, missed, or whatever. But Gillingham have equalised against Pompey, which does mean, as things stand, Doncaster are down, whether anything happens there or not. Manchester City 3, Watford 1. Is it the first half hat-trick? Bit of a glut going on. Accrington Stanley 1, Gillingham 0. Gillingham, what am I doing today? Jesus, it's about the 5th time I've done that, isn't it? Accrington Stanley 1, Lincoln 0. Sorry, I'm an imbecile. I'll give you a 30-second window where you can call me a name. Go. What a wally. Ryan Jackson was the goal scorer for Gillingham. We're waiting. Has Gabriel Jesus managed to get the first half hat-trick? Burton penalty was saved. Ben, are you aware you put emphasis on the word land? No, I don't. when mentioning Sunderland or England, for instance? No, I don't. I just pronounce the A. It's not Sunderland, is it? With no A. Land. Go and sing Land of Hope and Glory. Go on, see if you can do it. Anyway, we have to be very grown up when we're talking about pronunciation and be very, very open-minded. Moran. I did say that was allowed, didn't I? That's a name. All this glutton, no champ goal. I can't do anything about champ goals, but there you go. Ben, that's a name. Well, still got to pronounce the letters in the name, haven't you? And remember, there's no such thing as definitive pronunciation, only preferred pronunciation, isn't it? Norwich 0, Newcastle 1 in the Premier League. Norwich 0, Newcastle 1. Norwich can't go down yet, but they do appear to be heading in that direction. Rodri was the goal scorer for Manchester City. Adam Jackson, the goal scorer for Accrington against Lincoln. Little glut here. Norwich 0, Newcastle 1. Joe Linton, the goal scorer there. Did I put the Accrington goal up? I know I got the opponent wrong when I was talking about it. Hence, I'm alert. Yeah, I did put the goal up. There we go. Woof. Will Mitro break the record? I suspect. Oh, Doncaster 1, Burton 0. They're not going down without a fight, are they? Doncaster 1, Burton 0. It's all going to be, I'm going to say irrelevant. That feels unfair, but it will be. Remember, if Gillingham get a point today, Doncaster will go down. They are now winning. Let's just give you a little update down at the bottom there. That hasn't flashed up yet, but we can tell you that Doncaster are in the lead now. Oh, they're in a VAR check, and they're taking a long time, which means this Newcastle goal is probably getting disallowed here. Joe Dudu has scored for Doncaster. That goal still hasn't flashed up. Sunderland have scored again. Sunderland 3, Cambridge 1. Where are we going to land? Where is that on my screen? 4 goals in the first half. I said Sunderland should be racking up the goal difference today, playing against 10 men. Can they do it? That Newcastle goal still seems to stand at the moment. Right, the Doncaster goal has been added on. So, at the moment, Doncaster are winning, but Gillingham are drawing, which means Doncaster will go down. Wimbledon are beating Fleetwood in that massive head-to-head. Morecambe are behind. They're playing MK as well, which is a hard old game. So could still get dragged into it. Fleetwood will have a game in hand, but Fleetwood aren't winning their games, let alone their games in hand at the moment. Looks like PN is Rennie Moulenstein's daughter. Interesting. How do you pronounce? I say vase. I know a lot of people say vase, don't they? I am very open and very grown up and very accepting of anybody's pronunciation. Now, it's the sheer irony. Most people say pronunciation when there's no O in it, is there? It should be pronunciation, you would have thought. But no, look, what do they say about tyranny? The start of tyranny and authoritarianism is policing people's speech, isn't it? Let alone pronunciation. But there we go. Do Peterborough have to win to stay up? That might not even be enough, Liam. They have to better Reading's result. Oh, Derby 0, Bristol City 2. Enunciate. Very nice, yeah. Derby 0, Bristol City 2. Yeah, sorry. While we're talking about pronunciation, it is a nightmare doing this job because you have to pronounce lots of countries, teams, players from all over the place, and everybody wants you to pronounce the word in the way they like to say it, which has just made me realise there's just preferred pronunciation, and, you know, everybody's is different, frankly. So, and you can't be a mind reader, can you, and know what somebody else's preferred pronunciation is before you say a word. So I think we all need to just be very open-minded and not pick people up on their pronunciation. Antoine Semenyo, he's been quiet for a while, hasn't he? He had a really good stint earlier in the season. He's put Bristol City 2-0 up against Derby. 2-0. There you go. Rexy's been complaining about championship goals. It's another goal, but To be fair, he's right to say that. The only game with a goal. Verbs and nouns, yeah. I always wanted to be a linguist, and now I are one. How do you pronounce scone? Scone. But I have no problem with anyone who pronounces it scone. That is how I roll. You see? You see where we go with this? Just preferred pronunciation, and that's that. Bath for me. But again, I have no problem with anyone up north calling it a bath. Bath. To be honest, it's more sense it being Bath, isn't it? People from the south like me stick an R in, don't we? Bath. But again, yeah, we just have to be very consistent. Gillingham fan here. They're on the edges of it, Jill, but they're doing what they need to. Norwich 0, Newcastle 2, Hull 1, Reading 0. Peterborough fans might like that. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Hull 1, Reading 0, and Norwich 0, Newcastle 2. Norwich, they're just done, aren't they? But probably more pertinent goal is Hull 1, Reading 0. So now a draw for Peterborough will keep them alive if Reading lose. They've just got to better the result, and then they'll close up to 6 points. Look, let me bring the table up, and I'll tell you exactly what I mean. There it is on the screen. So as of right now, Peterborough is still alive. Look, a 6-point gap. Obviously, the goal difference is so miles away in fact, it's 16 different that they really, really need to win. So it's a mathematical possibility, but yeah, they're going to still need to make up 16 goals in 2 games. But they're keeping themselves alive. They probably need to beat Forest, let alone better Reading's result. It looks very, very tough for Peterborough, doesn't it? Joe Linton was the scorer again. Yeah, you see, this is what I disagree with. Scone is how you pronounce scone. Scone. No, there is no definitive. Allow people their localized pronunciations. We're not all the same. Don't expect 8 billion people to say things the same, and be open-minded and allow local dialect to be alive and well. It's a beautiful thing. Different accents. Let them be. Let them be, and don't tell people they're doing it wrong when they're just doing what they've already known and what they've been brought up to do. Just because it's different does not make it wrong. We have to be very, very open, is my message. Forest have Larea or Laia on the bench. Say that. Whatever. And this is where I'm supposed to do French pronunciation for French-Canadian players and Portuguese pronunciation for Brazilian players and all of that good stuff. How worried are Everton fans lately looking at the fixtures? They are bang in trouble. They're going to play Liverpool next, which is not fun, is it? Joe Linton ×2. Yes, indeed. So Joe Linton and Gabriel Jesus with a chance of a hat-trick today. We'll stick one of them on Mount Rushmore if they do it. Goal glut in the Championship second half. I hope so. Language is not right. Thank you, Stephen. That should be the end of the debate, shouldn't it? End of debate, as we often get in football. But yeah, it's never right or wrong, is it? And we should embrace local dialects and different pronunciations of the same words. Embrace, not subordinate. I say both scone and scone. Depends what mood I'm in and how posh I'm pretending to be. Well, there we go. Gabriel Jesus or Jesus Christ. There we go. Norwich playing so bad now. We started pretty well. Disappointing. Norwich, disappointing. Ben, if Peterborough can beat Forest, squeaky bum time for Reading, or would you still not worry? Who have Reading got? Reading got Luton away. Reading should be safe, shouldn't they, Tom? They should be, it would take a perfect storm. So we'll see. As a Luton fan, no more goals in the Championship, please. No, Jay, you normally talk sense. We want goals. Give me them goals. Give me them likes as well. Hit like on the stream. 163 likes. If you're watching right now, hit the like button and see if we can get a like spike. Give us a like spike. Where are we headed? Like spike. We want to get to 200 likes. Really helps the channel. It helps the video and all of that good stuff. So hit the like button as we come up half time. It's 3 44. It's very quiet in the Championship. It's good news for MK at the top of League One. Doncaster could be going, and Fleetwood could be having a bad day at the bottom of League One as well. Thank you for all the likes. 173. Unbelievable. I pronounced Manchester United like Conference League. Is that wrong? No, not next season. I don't think so. As long as we all understand each other. It's a wonder. I totally agree, Stephen. There you go. You're a bit more of a hippie like me by the sounds of it. Getting called a Cockney, but I'm just a Londoner, the rhyming slang, is fun. Not being greedy, but I'd like a few more goals. Give us some goals. Aren't Forest brilliant in the second half? Stats prove they are. They've been brilliant in the first half and the second half for most of the season since round 8, pretty much. So QPR ain't playing good, says Charlie. There you go. There's a prime example. We know exactly what he means, don't we? There is no right or wrong. Is there? We're into first half stoppage time here on the SuperStream. I'm going to give you a little sweep now because if I do that, someone will score in first half stoppage time. If you want to play the CV game at half time, please do feel free. I'm probably going to take a 2-minute break because my throat is hurting and we'll put the little video thing up. But we will do CV games. So get them ready. Cardiff are playing surprisingly well. I was just going to say, Craig, is that real news? It is very, very much real news. Forest have scored. Peterborough are going down as things stand. Forest lead is Peterborough 0, Forest 1. A goal that has implications at both ends of the table. I told you if I set up a sweep, we'll get a goal. And we've got an important one. We're waiting to see who has scored for Forest. But that's, make no bones about it, that's an important goal. Peterborough are going down as things stand. Sam Surridge, he had to step up today. Keenan Davis is not around and Surridge has scored. We'll look at the table because Stoke have also scored. Actually, do you know what? I'm making this up. I think Stoke are going to have won 5 in 7 if they win today. So can someone fact check me on that before I go to the table? Stoke are also leading 1-0, a couple of goals at the end of the first half. Let's have a look at the impact of that Nottingham Forest goal. It's a big one. It's an important one in the Championship. Might have been in stoppage time. I don't know. It's certainly right at the end of the first half. So Forest will move above Luton. Luton drew earlier with 2 games in hand, and they would close to within 5 points of Bournemouth. And 5 is the magic number because we all know if Forest can get to the head-to-head with Bournemouth within 5 points and beat Bournemouth, that would then put them 2 points behind going into the final day and they could catch them, possibly. So it's looking okay for Forest. They are going to be happy with this so far, but Peterborough are not going to be happy, especially being Reading are behind as well. So both Reading and Peterborough are losing, which means the gap would be 7 points with 2 games to go. Ergo, Peterborough relegated today. Remember, Peterborough need to better Reading's result. They only need a point, but remember that goal difference is crazy as well. So all signs pointing towards Peterborough going down, sadly, for the posh fans today. Ipswich have scored. Of course they have. A dead rubber. Crew relegated. Ipswich too far from the playoffs, but Connor Chaplin, who's finished the season reasonably strongly, scored in midweek, has scored for Ipswich. So it is Crew 0, Ipswich Town 1. Let's just check in with Stoke and QPR. They are both in the middle. QPR losing today, as it stands, would leave a 4-point gap. So still not done despite their terrible run. Stoke into the top half and over 61 points. I was worried about Michael O'Neill and his job. But this end to the season has been good for Stoke, hasn't it? You would probably agree with me on that. Pretty we need to go all out. Second half, Forest end up scoring 5, maybe. Johnson, 10 assists. Is that 10 and 10 for Brennan Johnson? Someone look that up for me. Yeah, I think he's probably got 15 goals, hasn't he? So I think that might be a round of applause for Brennan Johnson. He might be double-double there, 10 goals and 10 assists for the season. I think he's got 15 and 10 assists now, if that is the case. Surridge's sale from Bournemouth to Forest might be the biggest self-own in Championship history. Jay, he went to Stoke, so it was Stoke who sold him. But yes, he might come back to haunt them. It was a very quick boom, boom across, wasn't it? Surridge had gone to Stoke at the start of the season. Is he on loan at Forest? Or I know Cooper loves Surridge because he had him on loan at Swansea from Bournemouth, didn't he? But your point still stands, Jay. Oh, Rotherham won. Oxford won. That is really good news for Rotherham. Bad news for MK at the top of League One. And at the bottom, League One Glut, Pompey have scored again against Gillingham. So look, I'm just going to have to bring you the table up to explain. That is very important in terms of automatic and relegation. A quick little glut. Pompey 2, Gillingham 1, and Rotherham equalised just before half-time against Oxford. So good news for the Millers. Rotherham there. Let's just bring up the League One table. And the reason that's really good news is you never want a gap towards the end of the season. If you're going to have a gap, can it be less than 3 points? That's what you want, so you can go straight past. There's no goal difference, no nothing. And when that Rotherham goal gets acknowledged by SofaScore, they're going to go on to 84, which will be perfect for them, because then they know that if they win their game in hand, they will be above and clear of MK. I do have to admit, the game in hand is away at Sunderland for Rotherham. So not the best one. And Gillingham have fallen behind again. So Doncaster are still alive. It's working for Doncaster at the moment. They're winning and Gillingham are losing. And I don't remember writing that goal up. Did I write the Doncaster goal up? I did. Let me know if you see any mistakes on the ticket. They're not mistakes. There's just a lot going on, and I may not have caught every single goal. Lovely little player is Johnson. Yes, very, very. We've been keeping our eyes on him for a while. Mark, very, very good, my friend. We're playing CV. Yes, we will. Yeah, Johnson. So double for Johnson today. Absolutely. Outstanding. Borough and Swans are on the beach. I don't believe it, William. Borough can't be on the beach, surely, can they? They need to really go for it today. Don't you just love this part of the season, Holster? I do. It's blooming confusing trying to keep up, though, but we're trying to do our best to do just that. Right. How are we looking on half-time scores? I think we are looking okay and up to date. Any games still going? I'm going to assume we're caught up, because last time I went for a sweep, there's been about 15 goals gone in since then. I exaggerate for effect, of course. Right. Here are your 3 PMs at half-time. Leicester 0, Villa 0. Man City 3, Watford 1. Man City will go 4 points clear of Liverpool ahead of the Merseyside derby. Man City, I've done that, sorry. Norwich 0, Newcastle 2. Not good from Norwich. Newcastle have been great, actually, since the transfer window, funnily enough. No, we give Eddie Howe some credit as well. Championship. Birmingham and Millwall, Bournemouth and Fulham, Sheffield United and Cardiff, Swansea and Borough, West Brom and Coventry are all 0-0. Derby 0, Bristol City 2, Vyman and Semenyo. Hull 1, Reading 0. Who scored that goal? Who scored for Hull? I can't even remember. Someone tell me in the chat, please. Posh 0, Forest 1. Big goal, that one. Peterborough are going down as things stand. Sheffield United, we've done that one. And we Stoke 1, QPR 0. I don't think I got the goal scorer for that one either. Thank you, Keen Lewis Potter. And here, tell me who scored for Stoke as well. League One, many more goals in League One. A lot more goings on there. Stanley 1, Lincoln 0. Charlton Shrews, Cheltenham Bolton both 0-0. Crew 0, Ipswich 1. Donny 1, Burton 0. They are still alive, Doncaster, with Gillingham losing. And Fleetwood losing is a help as well. We're in miracle mode for Doncaster, but they're doing it. Jacob Brown, I did see that. Thank you guys for all letting me know. Thank you, everybody. Right, Fleetwood 0, Wimbledon 1. That is massive. Wimbledon are winning the head-to-head, 21st v 22nd. That game, they'll be level on points if Wimbledon do win. MK1, Morecambe 0, which is good news, but Rotherham did equalise at the end of the half. Pompey 2, Gillingham 1. Gillingham not scoring a point keeps Doncaster alive, second bottom. Rotherham 1, Oxford 1. Sunderland 3, Cambridge 1. Sunderland looking to rack up some goal difference. Wigan 0, Plymouth 0. Been all quiet with those two, haven't we? Plymouth can still be caught, by the likes of Sunderland or both Wycombe and Sheffield Wednesday in that bottom game. That's also 0-0. Brilliant stuff. Right. Have we completely caught up there? Any other comments in the chat? I wanted to read one about Brennan Johnson up here. Would you start Brennan Johnson for Wales now instead of Dan James? I don't think I would, but I'd certainly he'd be right hot on the heels, and I would not be afraid to use them. Nothing doesn't actually exist and should not be confused with the descriptive way the word is used within the narrow confines of language. I think I agree with that. Words suit though a bit more, but I think I agree with all of that. Probably a statement that I'd have to sit and think about for 3 or 4 minutes. So, John, afternoon. It's great to know we will have a Cambridgeshire derby next season. Who's the Cambridgeshire derby then? I'm trying to think. Cambridge versus... What am I missing? I'm over here in Bedfordshire. Come on, Fulham, get off the beach. Do us Forest a favour and give us a chance to catch Bournemouth. Absolutely. Neil Harris sent off. Is he not happy? Not a happy chappy. Come on, Gills. Let's go for it second half. We're going to have to do it without Neil Harris by the sounds of it. Bristol City are winning against Derby. Yes, they are. Indeed. Yeah. Sorry. Duh. Thank you, guys. Cambridge versus Peterborough. It took a while, guys. You've got a 10-second window to call me a name now. Go. I'll go with imbecile again. It took a while, didn't it? Millwall have to win. Yes, they do, Lee, don't they? You'd say the same for Middlesbrough and Sheffield United. They just got to win in that playoff chase. Surridge has now scored 5. We've got to get going. They need him in the playoff race. You can't call me that, Lucy. Absolutely not. You can call me a prat, but you can't call me Jesus. No, absolutely not. Squeaky bum time for Bournemouth if they lose. Indefatigable. I like that one a lot. I don't know what it means. Prat. Pathetic. Right, the window's closed. No more names. I quite like this segment. A 10-second window where you call me a name if I make... Do you want to keep that segment? I'm quite enjoying it, actually. It's quite fun. Makes me feel less bad about making so many ridiculous mistakes as we go through these ridiculous goings on. Right. I haven't done the blooming CV game and it's 3:58. That is more what there you go. Nice guy. Hands. Thank you. That's more where we were. Do you like my new shirt as well? We went shopping yesterday. I haven't bought any clothes for 2 years since the pandemic. Yep, that segment's staying. Annie, you don't have to sponsor that segment. That's yours, matey. That's definitely yours. The Annie Sherhouse Ben segment. Right, so we do some CV game. I've got one for you guys. You know how the CV game works. Get ready, fingers on buzzers. Here is a player and their clubs listed in order. I need you to name the player. I'm going to open up the comments, and the first person to do it wins the respect of the entire chat. Are you ready? Here is the player. Name him from his clubs. Arsenal, Brentford on loan, Middlesbrough, Aston Villa, Portsmouth, Walsall. There are a few non-league clubs after that, but only for a game or two. Name the player. Arsenal, Brentford on loan. It's a great player as well. Middlesbrough, Aston Villa, Pompey and Walsall. Who's going to get there first? I'm leaving it on the screen. We've got a correct answer. Well done. Rob's very good at the CV game, actually. He's very good every week on that. I've got to read out all the people. It was indeed the great Paul Merson, who I saw play for a few teams. I didn't realise he only played for Middlesbrough for one season. He scored a goal at Portman Road. Filthy goal where he put it through Richard Wright's legs. And I think the Pompey fans, he's in the Hall of Fame for one ridiculous season as well. Rob was first. James got it right. Hulster. Merson, David, Eugene, Up the Blades got it, Alfonso got it, MR got it, David got it, Lucy got it, Mull Person, there you go, Mark got it as well. David is saying he's first. Was he first? I don't think he was. No, I think Rob up there was first. He's first in my list. I don't know if your comments read different to mine, but I'm not getting involved in any of this. Right. If anyone's got any suggestion, we're probably... actually, let me just bring that up. Lee, I want to see footage of this game because apparently when you ask the Millwall fans what's the best performance they've ever seen, they all say Paul Merson in 2002 or whatever it was. Apparently, he was completely ludicrously good. So he was a great player, Merson. I saw him hit Rosette from the spot. Well, we all have our bad days, Daryl. Don't we? Right, there were some shouts in here. What have we got? I want to do one TV. Right, there we go. Can anyone get that one? From Fulham, 1958. Man United, Huddersfield, Newcastle, Bolton, Preston. I'm not getting that. Can anyone get that one? I'm going to scroll down and see if anyone's got that. Anyone got that? Man United, Huddersfield. I was thinking Dennis Law, but that would be Huddersfield to Man United, wasn't it? Can anyone get that one? And then I see Newcastle and Bolton. I think Sammy Ami or Shola Amiobi, or I think they both did that, didn't they? But that's not right. Who's that? Someone in the chat. Come on, there's loads of you in the chat. Someone get that answer. Man United, Huddersfield, Newcastle, Bolton, Preston. Who's getting that one? Excuse me. Probably got time for one more after this. No one's getting that one, Fulham 58. You might have to give us the answer in the chat. Let's do this one just because the last one here. Wimbledon or on loan. Wimbledon to Palace. That's interesting. Sheffield United, QPR, Reading on loan, and then Reading. I'm not getting that one. Anyone get that one? I'm struggling with the CV game today. Badly. Was it actually Dennis Law? Did I get it right? I thought he was the other way around, Huddersfield and then Man United. Anyone get this one? Wimbledon to Palace. I was thinking Neil Shipley, but he never played for QPR or Reading. Carlos Saba, is it? I don't know. Apia? Pass. Young? Which Young? Eric Young? Is it Eric Young? I don't know. Anyone get that one? Carlos Saba sounded potentially good. Oh, Alan Gowling, Christ. Put your hands up in the chat if you've heard of Alan Gowling, because I haven't. He's done us with a difficult one there. Right, guys, forgive me. My throat is dying. I need to go and grab myself a drink. So I'm going to hit the brand button here, and it's going to change to Championship 365. So don't worry about that. We'll take that off for a second, because I just need to play the video. I'm going to be back in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the second half. Don't go anywhere, guys. I mean, you can, but make sure you come back, because the stream will be returning in a couple of minutes. If you haven't already, and you're not going anywhere, hit subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications on the Benjamin Bloom channel. Like this stream. Keep your comments coming. And if you want, you can give it a share. And what better place to go and share than over on Twitter, where you can find me at Benjamin Bloom. Lots of stuff goes down that feed. And if you ever need to contact me, the DMs are open. Forgive me, it might take a couple of days to get through all of them. At Benjamin Bloom on Twitter. You can also support us over at our Teespring store, www.blueberry.com. benjaminbloommerch.store. Don't forget the 2 M's in a row. Buy yourself a t-shirt, a mug, phone case, hoodies, all sorts of good stuff over there. Great way to represent our community over here. If you do get something, make sure you send me a picture over on Twitter, in fact, and I will get that retweeted. You can also support over on Patreon, www.patreon.com/BenjaminBloom. A direct way to support my work here monthly. Get yourself a little bit of extra content each month. And thank you to everybody on Patreon. We really could not have got through what has been happening in the world without you. Before we return, get those comments filled up. Questions, topics, etc. And enjoy the rest of the stream. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm back with a bang. Swansea 0, Middlesbrough 1. Second halves have started. Big goal in the Championship play-off race. It is Swansea 0, Middlesbrough 1. We said of those teams chasing Millwall, Middlesbrough, Sheffield United, etc., got to win. And that is exactly what Middlesbrough are now doing. They have taken the lead. Welcome back to the Saturday Super Stream. Let me get that back up on the ticker. Riley McGree, wow, has scored for Swansea. Was at Birmingham on loan, wasn't he? I don't think he scored for Middlesbrough before. It's Swansea 0, Middlesbrough 1. I think we got another goal at Norwich. What are Norwich doing? They're 3-0 down. Norwich 0, Newcastle 3. It is not looking good for Norwich again. They are falling out of the Premier League. Right, let's see what that Middlesbrough goal over at Swansea has done for the playoff positions. Oh, Birmingham 1, Millwall 0. That is a terrible 2 minutes for Millwall. Oh, dear. All our Millwall friends are not going to be pleased with that. Within the space of 2 minutes from half-time, Middlesbrough have taken the lead and Millwall have gone behind, but Swansea have just equalised. It's not all that bad. I couldn't even get to the league table in time to see what Middlesbrough had done and how many places they'd possibly gone up. And Swansea have equalised. Remember as well, Joel Pirro is on Mount Rushmore and in good form. I wonder if he is the goal scorer. Bruno Guimaraes was the goal scorer for Newcastle at Norwich. They now lead 3-0. Norwich 3-0 down, one of our dearly departed. Birmingham goal scorers Janino, Bacuna. Swansea, Michael Obafemi. He's been in good form as well. Hasn't he? We've got the wrong guy on Mount Rushmore. And Sheffield United have now taken the lead. Everybody's woken up in the playoffs after half-time. I can't get to the league table because the goals keep going in. But now Sheffield United lead against Cardiff. So it is still going to be a bad bit of news for Millwall, who have gone behind and Sheffield United are winning. Let's get to that league table. It hasn't updated yet, but there you go. Sheffield United on to 69 points. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, is a 4-point gap from 6th to 7th. And I know you guys love the blood and thunder of the Championship and the chaos, but a 4-point gap with 2 games to go sounds a lot like we know who the top 6 is going to be. So I know a lot of you are going to want that to change for obvious reasons. But Middlesbrough went ahead and then Swansea equalised again. So that one's 1-1. Millwall have gone behind to a Janino Bacuna goal. And Sheffield United have just taken the lead. Ilman Ndiaye has scored for the Blades. And we're in a situation now where Sheffield United play next Friday night, don't they? So they can put teams, if it stays like this, they would go on to 72 points. And they can pretty much put everybody other than Middlesbrough, because obviously there's a game in hand, we don't know about that, out of commission on the Friday night. Unbelievable. Oh, goodness me. Could stick a 7-point gap in with 2 games to play, couldn't they? Let's see how this all pans out. It's not panning out well for Watford, but we didn't expect it to. Man City 4, Watford 1. We know Jesus was on a hat-trick. Sorry, I've not checked the comments since I've been back, and there's millions of them. So, unbelievable. Jesus has got a hat-trick. There we go. Pathetic Borough goal, but great over Famey goal. Leave your bias at the door. 5 bellies there. Alan Gowling, 67 onwards. Very nice there, David. Before my time, I am afraid. Season over for Cov if we don't win. Yeah, those playoffs are moving out of commission, aren't they? Birmingham have taken the lead. Now we'll let Millwall bang in 6, right? The championship has woken up. Oh, yes, it has. Let's take another look. So, Millwall and Middlesbrough really need to chase Sheffield United here because we're going to have a situation, let me do my maths really quickly, where Sheffield United, if it stays the same, could go to QPR on Friday, knowing if they win, Millwall and everyone below them who has played more than 43 games. Yes, we don't know what Blackburn are going to do. And we know that Middlesbrough do have a game in hand. Is it against Bournemouth? Let me just check Middlesbrough's game in hand. But this is looking good for Sheffield United. It's against Cardiff. Interesting. So potentially, I know we should never add 3 points on for games in hand. But were Middlesbrough, they could close up. But it could be down to just one team by the final day in terms of who can chase and who can get in. Down at the bottom, Reading are giving everybody a chance because Hull have just gone 2-0 up. It's Hull 2, Reading 0. We said at the start of the day, all Peterborough needed to do, easier said than done, evidently, is to better Reading's results. So they only would have needed a draw. Obviously, the goal differences, but to keep things alive and not be officially down. But Reading are not going to win today by the look of it. They are 2-0 down. 2 goals down are Reading against Hull. And we're just finding out the goal scorer is Keane Lewis Potter on 40 and Alfie Jones has got the second one on 53. If you want to personalise a message, use the @ key followed by name. There you go. Actually, that would help. Then I know whether they're not for me or not. Reading are like Everton, banging trouble, feeling the pressure. Yes, they are. However, it's all irrelevant. Man City 5, Watford 1. That's getting gnarly, isn't it, up at the Etihad? It's all irrelevant at the moment if Peterborough lose to Forest because the gap will be 7 points with 2 games to go and nothing much will matter. So Jesus has already got a hat-trick. We should have put him on Mount Rushmore and not Kevin De Bruyne, shouldn't we? 5-1. It's almost like Man City and Liverpool are way, way better than everybody else, aren't they? So good, those two. Come on, Millwall. 5-1 City. Has Jesus got 4? I'm afraid that's worth a round of applause. 4 goals for Gabriel Jesus. Outstanding work from him. Can he get 5? Andy Cole got 5 in one game for Man United. We won't mention who that was against. Did Defoe get 5 in one? I think Berbatov got 5 in one game as well. Fair play to Gabriel Jesus. If anyone wants to @Lou, who is a good sport but is a Watford fan and a very good follow on Twitter, he's just asking us what the City score is, but it's not going well for Watford. 5-1. Typical Millwall, but we have time and Brum goal was what is needed to get us going. The only worry I've got, Lee, is Millwall, they like to score first and, keep the other team at bay. I don't know how good they're going to be chasing the game, but chase the game is going to be exactly what they need to do here. What is going on today? So there was nothing happening in the Championship in the first half and League One was everywhere. Now it's all Championship and there's nothing happening in League One. Let me just give you a quick check-in in League One, where, as things stand, Wigan are not going up yet. So Wigan, if you look there, MK on the goal difference. Hang on, do my maths quickly. Oh, I mean, they're as good as up, aren't they? What is that? Plus 28 and plus 36. So Wigan are as good as up, but mathematically not up. We could almost do with Wigan just getting a goal just to make it a little bit interesting. But so yeah, as things stand, MK can level up Wigan on the last game of the season. Look, they've still got 2 games to go. They can still lose 2 games heavily, but unlikely being they've already won 26. So Wigan are teetering on the edge, but it's not giving us a definitive answer. A Wigan goal, and we can really get behind the Wigan fans celebrating promotion. MK, it's a good day for them so far. MK are winning. Rotherham are level. They were behind. Wednesday are playing Wycombe, which is a huge game. Sunderland are definitely going to win. They're 3-1 up against Cambridge and playing against 10. Obviously, Plymouth are playing Wigan. So it's all incestuously competitive up at the top there. Down at the bottom in League One, we've got that massive game between Fleetwood and Wimbledon that Wimbledon are 1 up in. So a Fleetwood goal would really change everything down the bottom there. Gillingham are 2-1 down, I think, still at Pompey. And speaking of Sunderland and speaking of League One, Sunderland have just gone 4-1 up. Oh, Bournemouth 0, Fulham 1. I wonder if a certain Serbian has scored and run past Scott Parker. Oh, Nottingham Forest fans are going to like that one, aren't they? Bournemouth 0, Fulham 1. Huddersfield fans are going to like that one. Unbelievable. At the top of the championship, Fulham, champions-elect, lead against Bournemouth. And we're all wondering, has Mitrovic scored against Scott Parker? It's all going on now in the championship. It's Cheltenham 0, Bolton 1. Please, someone remind me in the chat to do the WhatAcker games. I haven't done them in about half an hour. And see where we stand on all of those. Cheltenham 0, Bolton 1. So it's Nathan Broadhead had put Sunderland 4-1 up against Cambridge. And you know who has scored for Fulham, don't you? Of course he scored for Fulham. 41 for the season for the brilliant Alexander Mitrovic. He is 2 away now from Guy Whittingham's record of 42 in the Premier League era in the second tier. Whittingham scored 42 for Pompey in the 92-93 season. Unbelievable. 41 starts, 41 goals. That is incredible. And Mitrovic has done it. And we better have a look because the Forest fans are going to absolutely love that goal just as much as Mitrovic is for scoring against Scott Parker, who didn't really fancy him in the Premier League. Let's have a look. So, the gap would now be 4 points. And now we know if Forest can get to the head-to-head between Forest and Bournemouth on May the 3rd, with that gap at 4 points, they know if they beat Bournemouth, they would be 1 point behind going into the final day as things stand right now. Oh, it's all going on. Kieran Sadlier was the goal scorer for Bolton. Cheltenham 0, Bolton 1. Unbelievable. Let's have a look in the chat here. Lots of Mitros. Of course it was. Let me see that replay. Did he run over to Parker or did he just go into the Fulham fans? I'm guessing Parker and Mitro didn't get along. No, they didn't get along. But there we go. We weren't there. Outstanding from Mitrovic. 41 goals this season. I'd like to apologise for that last comment. Lee Bowyer is a nice young man. I didn't see it, did I? It wasn't mean, was it? It wasn't mean. Have Millwall equalised? Did I miss that one? Let me just have a look. I'm not seeing it coming up on my screen. What I am seeing is Pompey 3, Gillingham 1. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Doncaster are still alive down at the bottom of League One. It looks like Gillingham are going to lose today. Pompey 3, Gillingham 1. Is this Millwall goal I'm hearing about a myth or not? Someone tell me. We will find out. Mitro goal did not cross the line, says Ross. If that's the case, then goal line technology has failed. But I will reserve judgment until I see the incident. It is a myth, is it? Yeah, I don't think Millwall have scored, contrary to what the chat is maybe saying. What a crazy 3 minutes at Swansea and Borough. Looks like it didn't cross the line. Ref's watch went off. Interesting. I'm sure the conspiracy theories will be out about that one. They always are. I'll wait until I see it. And reserve judgment. Millwall goal offside. So, no, Millwall haven't scored, guys. Let's, there you go. Probably worth a stern talking to. Threat of a yellow card if repeated. Absolutely. There you go, Richard. Consider yourself sternly talked to. Derby 1, Bristol City 2. Derby have got themselves a goal back. Bit of a dead rubber there with Derby already relegated and Bristol City just trying to get towards, I think, a 60-point total. But Derby have scored. We'll find out the goal scorer, Craig Forsyth. Of all the names I expected to pop up, that was not necessarily going to be one of them, but Craig Forsyth has scored. Let's have a look at the top of the championship then and see how everything's panning out. So, Fulham are now 1 point away from securing the title. I think I'm correct in saying 12. Yeah, so it's just goal difference now. I mean, look, let's be quite frank about this. Mathematically, Bournemouth are not going to catch Fulham. Fulham are not going to lose all their last 3 games and Bournemouth win all theirs and catch up the million goals. But mathematically, it is 1 point now for Fulham to properly secure the championship title. In the chase for the playoffs, let's forget the chase for the playoffs because Bournemouth are losing, which will prick the attention of Huddersfield fans a little bit, but Bournemouth have got 2 games in hand on them. It'll really prick the attention of Nottingham Forest fans who are 4 points behind now. 4 games, each of those to play. And we know there's that gargantuan head-to-head game on May the 3rd. In terms of the chase, Millwall and Middlesbrough really, really need to get the skates on and get a goal in Middlesbrough's case and 2 goals in Millwall's case. Else, Sheffield United are sticking a 4-point gap in there. Unbelievable. Down at the bottom, Peterborough are down as things stand. If they were to score, they would keep it alive, but we're in ridiculous... they're in ridiculous goal difference mode. Worth. Charlton 1, Shrewsbury 0. I think I missed a couple of goals in League 1 there as we were going. Jaden Stockley. Forest Green are going up, according to Sky Sports, as things stand. Oh, Accrington scored a second as well. Colby Bishop. So it's Accrington 2, Lincoln 0. And Wickham have just taken the lead against Sheffield Wednesday, which is going to mess about with the top 6 in League 1 as well. We're going to go to League 1 now. So Charlton lead 1-0 against Shrewsbury. They've just taken the lead. Accrington have gone 2 up against Lincoln. And Wednesday, who still had an outside chance of automatic, actually, are now behind against Wickham, who are very, very much in the playoff chase. Let's have a look at the live League 1 table. If SofaScore doesn't refresh on me at exactly the wrong time. Oh, God, and Plymouth have just scored. Oh, Wigan 0, Plymouth 1. Wigan don't want to go up today, do they? Wigan 0, Plymouth 1. It's just kicked off big style in the playoffs in League 1. Virtually goals in all the playoff games. Now, cat amongst pigeons. Wigan 0, Plymouth 1. Remember, Wigan are that close to being over the line and being promoted, but they've just gone behind. I don't think the goal's registered on SofaScore yet. The Wickham goal will have. So, look at that. Sheffield Wednesday are 7th. What? This division is ridiculous. Sheffield Wednesday were looking at automatic promotion, had a game in hand, and within about an hour, they've dropped to bloody 7th. This division is absolutely mental. Look at that. So Wednesday are now 7th. I can't believe that. On 79 points. Is that right? Oh, my God. Wycombe, 6th, 80. Sunderland, who are 3-1 up and probably going to win because they're playing 10 men. Luke Jeffcott, who's a SuperStream favourite, is the goal scorer there. So Plymouth have taken the lead as well. They're 4th on 82. Look at these totals as well. Someone's missing out with over 80 points, we've said for the longest time. Rotherham are level with Oxford, who are in the race there in 8th place as well. MK are winning. Wigan are now losing. So what this means, if I can get my maths done. So MK's upside is 89. So Wigan definitely not up yet. And Rotherham's upside is 90. So it will go to the last 2 games. Remember, Rotherham's game in hand is away at Sunderland. I just want to check where the Wigan game in hand is. Away at Portsmouth. Not easy. Not easy at all. All eyes on Tuesday. We could genuinely have in League One none of the automatic promotion places confirmed and none of the playoff places confirmed. Or playoffs. There'll be teams that are guaranteed to get playoffs, but they could probably all... I don't know, actually. They might all be able to still drop out as well if it's... As long as 7th place is within 3 points of 3rd place, then that is a possibility. What an insane league. Insane league. League One is at the moment. Imagine winning 22 games. Well, exactly, Edward. Exactly. Incredible. Wigan are still top. They're still there. They are. But I can't believe Sheffield Wednesday dropped to 7th. We were looking at the start of the day and thinking, if Sheffield Wednesday just beat Wycombe and the results above them go for them, they've got a game in hand and they can almost be in the automatic race. And now they're 7th. Incredible. No wonder Ipswich are nowhere near it. It's way, way too difficult. Someone's going to have way worse luck than an Ipswich in terms of missing out. And like Edward was saying, winning sort of over 20 games. Incredible. Obita, Wycombe have been dire, but grind it out. Yes, they do. Let's be quite fair about this. That League One table will probably completely swap between now and 5 o'clock as well. Just so surprised to see Wednesday drop all the way down from 4th to 7th. I shouldn't be. I really, really shouldn't be. Incredible. Doesn't feel right with teams with double-figure losses into the playoffs auto races. Check out the National League. Well, everybody beating everybody. I think it's lack of draws, isn't it? Remember, I would rather do the maths. I'd rather lose 10 games and not draw any and win 20 or whatever it is than have the draws in there. So incredible. Oh, little bit of calm. A little bit of calm. Let's do a like spike. Oh my God, we're at 194 likes. This is a great super stream today. Please hit the like button if you're watching and see if you can get us over 200 likes. You can do it, guys. I'm calling for a like spike. If you're watching the super stream right now, hit that like button. See if you can get us over 200. See if we can get to some kind of super stream record that's close to 250 during the show. Hit that like button right now. I know it's a bit of fun, but it really, really helps us in all of the rankings. After that, incredible. It's been really good this second half. We had the Championship playoffs all go mad at the start of the second half. And then the League One, the entire top 8 went mad within the space of about 3 minutes. We're having a little lull. I'm going to calm down, but I'm not going to calm down if that's true. Is there a penalty to Rotherham? This is all about to change again if Rotherham score and go 2-1 up against Oxford. Oh, I can't keep up with League One. Oh, Millwall have equalised now. Birmingham won. Millwall won. They need another goal, but that keeps things very interesting in the Championship as well. There was a 4-point gap between Sheffield United and Millwall. I believe Millwall have just equalised. Birmingham won. Millwall won. So that gap goes down to 3 points. And then were Cardiff able to equalise, then things would get very, very interesting in terms of playoffs. At the moment, it's still going in Sheffield United's favour, but we have a Millwall equaliser. We have a Rotherham goal. Oliver Burke again for Millwall. Rotherham have gone 2-1 up against Oxford from the penalty spot. I don't know whether I'm crapping or winding my watch here, as Stone Cold Steve Austin would say. It is absolutely all going on. Let's check in with the Championship playoffs first and see the impact of that Millwall goal. And as I said, it's going to be a 3 points gap now. Probably more pertinent to see what that Rotherham goal has done up at the top of League One. Incredible. By the way, Fulham are on 99 goals. 99 red balloons. Mitrovic blew them all up. They're 1 goal away from a ton, are Fulham. So Millwall are now within 3 points again of Sheffield United, which is important because that scenario I played out earlier where Sheffield United go to QPR next Friday before everybody else and win and put Millwall out of commission. They can't do that. If the gap's 6 points, then Millwall would still be able to catch them in terms of points. Remember, we're not counting. I'm not looking at goal difference yet. I'll do that going into the final round. Of course, there will be teams with 10 plus on the goal difference. Let's have a look and see what that Rotherham goal meant at the top of League One. And it's so good. So good, League One. Absolutely ridiculous. So we're going to now lose into Plymouth. They're on 88. Rotherham are on 86. MK are on 86. We are going to go into the last 2 rounds not knowing who the champions are going to be in League One. And as I understand, any one of MK, Rotherham and Wigan could still finish top. MK's upside is 89. Rotherham's upside is 92. Wigan's is 94. But I will again draw your attention. Rotherham's game in hand is away at Sunderland, which is an absolute horrible one. If you wanted a nice, well, it's going to be fun, put it that way. The midweek catch up. And I think Wigan had to go to Pompey as well. So not easy games for either Wigan or Rotherham. There's still a chance there for MK. 99 goals, we need to talk. That's up to you, Mike. That's up to you, legend. We ain't scoring today, damn it. A team could get 90 points in League One and still not go up automatically. Yeah, they could. I think, if I'm right in saying, Doncaster 2, Burton 0. I think I'm right in saying the record in the Championship, someone correct me if I'm wrong, I think Sunderland got 90 in 98, 99 or 97, 98 when they lost to Charlton in the playoff final. They get 90 or did they get 89? I think they got 90 and finished third and then lost in the playoffs. So it has happened. It has happened in the Championship. I'm not sure about League One. Doncaster 2, Burton 0. Doncaster are still alive. Do you know what? We need to do a little check-in with Doncaster. I don't know whether I'm telling porkies in terms of goal difference, whether they have to score about 100 goals. But look, mathematically, we can't write them out of it. There is the bottom of League One. So Doncaster will be 3 points behind Gillingham going into the final weekend. Who's good at maths? Gillingham minus 32. Oh, God, no. Doncaster minus 45. So I'm saying they're still alive, and they're not really, are they? Still alive in terms of they could finish and go down on goal difference. But yes, they are. What was it? Did I say 45? So 13 goals behind. 13 goal swing. I know we had that ridiculous 6-goal swing between Forest and Swansea a couple of seasons ago at the end of the Championship season. I don't foresee a 13-goal swing, put it that way. We're having a nice little lull, presumably ready for the big finish, the big climax at the end of the SuperStream today. Forest fans, do you know what? I'd like to know that. When is Keenan Davis back? He looked a real handful against Luton when I saw him live. They could really, really do with him. Newcastle 6 points above Villa. No worried. Yeah, they've done really, really well for probably, 2-3 months now, haven't they? Newcastle, very, very good indeed. And let's calm everything down. It is 4:34. So the last goal on Gillette is saying 75. So we think we're going into the last sort of 10 minutes or so. Very, very soon. Now, I'm gonna be smug about this. I said when Sunderland went 2-0 up, they can get some goal difference going today. And then Cambridge scored straight away. And I thought, shut up. All right. They've just gone 5-1 up. So I was right. I was indeed right. Some really good goal difference going on for Sunderland. Excuse me. Today, 5-1. They lead. Oh, Wigan have just equalised, which is going to confuse my maths brain. Wigan 1, Plymouth 1. But I assume the Rotherham goal, Cheltenham 0, Bolton 2 as well. I assume the Rotherham goal has changed things there at the top in terms of Wigan going up today. Bolton have gone 2-0 up at Cheltenham. I think we had that one down as a BTTS. We could do with a Cheltenham goal, couldn't we? Amadou Bakayoko. You used to play for Coventry, I think. What do I want to look at? I want to look at the top of League One. So 88, 80. Oh, no, that's going to go to 89, isn't it? So both MK and Rotherham could still catch Wycombe. Looks like Wycombe are going to have to wait until midweek. I've done this before today. Goal difference for Wigan plus 35, and for MK is plus 20. Yeah, so Wigan are pretty much as good as damn it up, aren't they? Given that, have I added that up right? 20 to 28 to 35 on the goal difference. Yeah, they're 7 goals ahead in goal difference, Wigan. So to all intents and purposes, at the moment, Wigan are up, aren't they? Just need to get the draw, and they're going to do it at the least on goal difference. If my maths is working out. Let's get back in the comments. MK goal disallowed. If results don't change, Oldham are out of the Football League. Not good. Not good at all. We were all saying, remembering Oldham in the Premier League. Argyle vs MK Dons. Is that the last day of the season? You're joking, Andrew. Yeah, okay. Let's just give Wigan promotion now if MK got a really hard game on the last day as well. And we're only talking goal difference anyway. It looks like Wigan are pretty much near as damn it back to the Championship as things stand. Gavin to score in the next 5 minutes. Come on, Millwall. Pretty please. We'll play late goals in just a few minutes. Let me just see how many minutes SofaScore thinks we're on most of our games. We're going to wait 3 or 4 more minutes, and then we're going to play late goals, and you can get your say in on where you think the late goals are going to be coming. Don't do it yet, though. First Premier League to go out of the league, I believe. Hold on, is that the case? Unbelievable. 108 scored by Matt. Yes, Paul, if only somebody had done a video of the top 10 highest scoring championship teams ever. You can find that on the channel. Someone post a link for me in the chat. I can't do it right now. Fulham fans singing "They're coming for you." Nottingham Forest, they're coming to you. Oh, the banter is alive and well down at Bournemouth. It's still Bournemouth 0, Fulham 1. Mitrovic onto goal number 41. 4-1. 41 goals for the season. I mean, that level, to even play that many games in the Championship as a forward is something, but to score in literally every single one on average is just stunningly good. MK2, Morecambe 0. So MK have done their bit. Can they get a helping hand now from either Plymouth at Wigan or from Oxford at Rotherham? They need a hand from somebody, but they've done the business. MK have gone 2-0 up against Morecambe. They've done their job. Maybe the last few weeks they haven't done their job because they've dropped points, but they've done it today, MK Dons. They may ultimately have to settle for the playoffs. We don't know, but we could still get some drama between now and the end of the season. Let's get to some more comments. Oh, penalty Birmingham. Is it really? Oh, that's not good news for Millwall. Could be very good news for Sheffield United in 6th place as well. We think Birmingham have a penalty. All eyes on St Andrews. Is Lyle Taylor, or was he injured? He's a very good penalty taker, is Lyle Taylor. Derby 1, Bristol City 3. Derby 1, Bristol City 3. A third goal for Bristol City, and Birmingham have scored. I assume that is the penalty. That is bad news for Millwall and good news for Sheffield United. Lyle Taylor, as I suggested, very, very good penalty taker. He is the goal scorer. I missed another one. Oh, God. I meant to put another goal. Bristol City, they went 3-1 up, didn't they? Derby County. It's going to be an away win, it looks like it, at Pride Park for Bristol City. We await the goal scorer there. Tim Closer, the former Norwich centre-back, has scored for Bristol City to make it 3-1 up. Woof. Guys, we love the chat. We like the banter. Play nicely, and it really doesn't help putting fake news and fake goals in the chat. We want to try and be on top of everything. So let's try and make the chat nice and credible and within the bounds of reasonably sensible behaviour. Obviously, I believe in freedom of speech, but it's not too helpful to put fake news into the chat because it catches fire very, very quickly, and it doesn't really serve much purpose to anybody. Does it? A Wigan goal would help Wednesday? Yes, it would. Do you know what? Let's check back in with League One. I just want to, almost with this League One table, you just want to pause it and see where it is at any moment because you know teams can jump 2-3 places with just one goal with it being that tight. Just from 4th downwards, look, 80, 80, 80, 79. So any goal in any of those games involving Sunderland, Plymouth obviously are at Wigan. Wycombe and Sheffield Wednesday play each other. So that could be a huge goal, which would catapult Sheffield Wednesday back above Wycombe and into the 80-point crowd. And I think their goal difference is decent as well. Can Forest confirm playoffs? Do you know, I don't know. Let's have a look, and we should check him in the top of the championship. We're going to play late goals imminently. 73 Forest. Do you know, I think they might be able to actually, especially if Middlesbrough are not winning. No, Middlesbrough can still catch them. Luton can still overtake them. Sheffield. So no, Forest can't confirm playoffs today. I think they might be able to on Tuesday, but my brain won't work that fast. Worth, Kev, enjoying the stream from a reasonably happy Sunderland fan. You're 5-1 up, Kev. Could do with a Sheffield Wednesday equaliser. Everybody's looking at all of those results. Right, is it time? Is it time to play late goals? Not sure it is yet. I'd love to see Forest back in the big time. How long has it been now? It was Van Hooijdonk and Campbell and Steve Stone and Colin Cooper. 98, 99, they last got promoted out of the Championship, or 97, 98 possibly. Last time they were up would have been 98, 99. I think they were only up one season, weren't they? Forest. Right. Shall we play late goals? Let me know. In fact, let's just do it. Let me know the team and the scorer. Predict some late goals for me. Where do you think they're coming? I need a team and a scorer. You don't necessarily, you can give me the minute as well. Someone's got to predict one day, haven't they? So get your predictions in for ridiculous late goals. Who's getting a late goal? In what minute? Get involved.
It's up for grabs now!
So get your late goal shouts in. I want to see as many as possible. Name the player and the minute where you, and give me the team as well, because I don't know every single player in the entire world. Let me know where you think the late goals are going to be today. While you're doing that, get your late goal shouts. And let me just give a quick look. The win, Acker, not looking good. Millwall are behind. Forest are winning. Haven't checked Exeter. BTTS, not looking good either on that one. Big money, not looking good either on that one. Could be a slow day over at Acker. We will blame the end of the season. Let's have a look at your late goal shouts. I like this. I like this a lot. Oh, God, there's loads of them. Right. Oxford, Brannigan, Graben, 89. Wigan, Mings, 91. Millwall, Afobe, Swansea, Pirro, Ings, Villa, City and Jesus, Gyökeres, 92. Oh, Forest have gone 2-0 up. Forest have done it. And, oh, no, it's been disallowed. I'm going to calm. I think Forest might have just had a goal disallowed. I'm clicking through as many of these as I can. Please, please. There's too many for me to remember all of them. But if you get it right, please, someone flag me up and I'll click on the initial comment with the time next to it as well. We thought Forest might have scored. By the way, Peterborough are minutes away from relegation. There we go. I've clicked through as many as I can. And Nick, thank you. Grabbing ball in the net, but ruled offside. Peterborough, yes, potentially minutes away. Let me see what minute they think we're in the Forest game. I think they're very close to the end there. I think they're well and truly on time. Could be commiserations to Peterborough. Yeah, I think they're within stoppage time now. Peterborough, very, very close to going out of the championship. Late goals will come. There's always, and I mean always, a late goal.
Thomas, it's up for grabs now!
Right, where are they indeed going to come? Sorry, I'm going to be completely transparent with you because I always am. I've got a Peterborough video queued up, so I'm just getting the laptop ready to hit go, as you can imagine. Charlton 2, Shrewsbury 0, Chucks Anike is the goal scorer. Oh, for God's sake, Ipswich. Bloody hell. Crew 1, Ipswich 1. Ipswich can't beat relegated Crew. Unbelievable. No offence to Crew, but come on, bring on next season. Crew 1, Ipswich 1. So I'm supposed to be non-biased here. Well done, Crew. And it was Charlton 2, Shrewsbury 0. It looks like at Oldham, that game can't be finished, that the fans have just stopped the game in protest. I think they're right on the verge of going out of the league. I understand their point, but obviously... I'm going to stop right there. Fleetwood have equalised in the big relegation head-to-head in League One. Huge goal. Really bad news for AFC Wimbledon. Fleetwood won. Wimbledon won. I think it said in the 88th minute. That is going to change everything down at the bottom of the table. Fleetwood have just equalised. It might be bad news for Gillingham as well. They're going to be 1 point closer. Huge goal for Fleetwood. They're late on. Wimbledon could not. They may still be able to get back in front, but they couldn't defend that 1-goal lead. Fleetwood have just equalised. I've got to be careful with fake news here. That has happened. And yes, there you go. And Fleetwood, look at that, are now out of the bottom 4. And Gillingham are in. And Fleetwood have a game in hand. That could be a priceless goal for Fleetwood. Obviously, the next thing I need to do is just quickly check who is Fleetwood's game in hand against. Oh, Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, dear. So, look, it really looks like it's going down to the last day, assuming that Fleetwood versus Sheffield Wednesday is going to be tricky. Slept in for a change this morning. Stefan, thank you, $4.99 on the Super Chat. Dreamed Huddersfield as a confirmed playoff spot. Oh, wait. Not a dream, reality. Thank you so much, Stefan, and congratulations to all of the Huddersfield fans. Brilliant season for them. Thank you again, Stefan, for the Super Chat. This will always be free here on YouTube, but you can get involved via Super Chat. Just hit the dollar button. Cheltenham 1, Bolton 2. Most unenthusiastic, well done, Crew, since they've been here. Right, let me try and do it better. Well done, Crew. Sorry, I was just disappointed in my football team. Again, I'm supposed to be neutral down here, but yes, thanks, everyone. Bye. Yeah, not looking good for your team, Gillingham. Jill, I need to stick that Bolton goal in, which is good on our BTTS, although I think Villa and Leicester are going to be very, very much letting us down for that one. But Cheltenham have got one back. Right, surely, guys, as we come up to 4:50, there's going to be a mad late goal that's going to have real impact at the end of the season here. Maybe we already had it with Fleetwood's equaliser against Crew. I don't even know who scored that goal. Who scored that goal for Fleetwood Town? They're going to be a blooming hero, I tell you. Who scored? Joe Garner. Wow, Joe Garner. He's been around the houses. Former Ipswich player as well. Joe Garner on the score sheet. Right, we are awaiting final whistles and potential ridiculous late goals. You've all got your thoughts in on how this might go. Peterborough are minutes away from relegation from the Championship. It's still completely wide open in League One, although Wigan is pretty much one of those ones where they're going to be basically up because they've got a big goal difference advantage and MK are only going to have one goal to play. But Plymouth could still score a late goal in that game and everything could change. There's going to be a late goal. There's always a late goal somewhere. 9 minutes added at Fleetwood. My God, that is going to be nerve-wracking. Unbelievable. Right, let me give you some scorelines and let you know how things are all panning out. We're going to try and do a sweep and see if we get a late goal somewhere. Leicester 0, Villa 0, Man City 5, Watford 1, Norwich 0, Newcastle 3, Birmingham 2, Millwall 1. This is bad news for Millwall because Sheffield United are winning. Bournemouth 0, Fulham 1. So we've got the perfect storm for Nottingham Forest. Bournemouth are losing and Forest are winning. Derby 1, Bristol City 3. It's a dead rubber. Hull 2, Reading 0. Full time, Norwich 0, Newcastle 3 has gone through. Peterborough 0, Forest 1. Forest are going to close up on Bournemouth and Peterborough are going down unless there's a late posh goal in that game. Sheffield United 1, Cardiff 0. Priceless for Sheffield United if they can hold on. Stoke 1, QPR 0. Swansea 1, Borough 1. Borough needed, I think, to win that game. I know they've still got a game in hand, though, but Sheffield United are winning, and that is problematic for Middlesbrough. West Brom 0, Coventry 0. Feels like a dead rubber. In League 1, Stanley 2, Lincoln 0. Charlton 2, Shrewsbury 0. Shelton 1, Bolton 2. Crewe 1, Ipswich 1. Doncaster 2, Burton 0. Doncaster will go into the last game 3 points adrift. Well, unless Fleetwood can do something against Sheffield Wednesday, which is unlikely, we think. You never know. But the goal difference is kind of to the point where Doncaster are not done, but they're done, if you know what I mean. Fleetwood 1, Wimbledon 1. Incredible late goal in that one. Really putting things now in Fleetwood's favour. They're out of the bottom 4. MK 2, Morecambe 0 might not be enough. I think they needed favours from Oxford and Plymouth. Pompey 3, Gillingham 1. Really bad result that for Gillingham. They're going to be in the bottom 4. Rotherham 2, Oxford 1. Rotherham look like they might well be able to just get over the line and nick second place. Can they get something at Sunderland to save it going down to the last day in that game in hand? Sunderland 5, Cambridge 1. Good news on the goal difference. Wigan 1, Plymouth 1, Wycombe 1, Wednesday 0. Bad one for Sheffield Wednesday, but they can make things right. Maybe in midweek. They do have a game in hand. I think it's against Fleetwood. Where is the late goal? Come on. There's gotta be a late crazy goal somewhere. We think we're well into stoppage time all over the place now. We're waiting for full-time whistles. We're 92 minutes in at the Western Homes. Peterborough are about to be relegated unless they can equalise in stoppage time. I don't know how much they've got to play, but Forest, potentially perfect storm for them in the Championship today. Bournemouth are losing and Forest are winning. As we come to the end of the stream, please hit the like button. We are on 221 likes. Can we get up to 250? Hit that like button. We have got a late goal in the Championship. I'm not gonna play that game and pretend it's a big important one. It's not. Hull 3, Reading 0. Reading gave Peterborough a chance today. Doesn't look like they are going to take it. Hull 3, Reading 0 is a late goal. It's a good win for Hull. The full times are coming through. Peterborough are minutes, seconds possibly away from relegation from the Championship. And we will go into the last 2 games already knowing what the bottom 3 is going to be. Barnsley went down last night. Derby already down prior to that last weekend, or was it Easter Monday? I don't quite remember. Middays. That third Hull goal was scored by Keane Lewis Potter. 2 for him. He's going to be sought after, and it is full time. Peterborough are relegated, which means I'm going to hit a button over here, which I'm sure you'll all understand what that means. Peterborough are down, relegated from the Championship. Let's bring up that league table. It's going to be a 7-point gap with 2 games to go. At the top of the championship, it's really good news for Forest, providing Fulham can just hold out for another minute or 2 longer. It looks like Forest Green, congratulations to them. Looks like Forest Green are going to be up. And my football club is going to be playing against Forest Green next year in League One. Congratulations to Forest Green. They have done it. They are promoted. Swansea 1, Middlesbrough 1 is a full-time. Look at the playoffs. Millwall are losing. Middlesbrough are drawing. It's going to be a really good day for Sheffield United. And potentially, they could get the job done on Friday night, we think, next week and get up to 72 points, depending on what happens in midweek. Middlesbrough still have to play Cardiff. It's a now must win there. Look down the bottom. That full time at Peterborough and losing to Forest means a 7-point gap means Peterborough are down. It means the relegation picture is completely sorted. And potentially we may only be looking going into the last game of the season at the automatic promotion race, given that Forest are making ground up. We're still waiting for a full time between Bournemouth and Fulham, but Forest are making ground up fast on Bournemouth. Although Forest do have to go to, so I think the midweek games, and I'm getting a bit ahead of myself because obviously the game today still hasn't finished, but Fulham are leading and Mitrovic has scored against Scott Parker. I think it is Swansea versus Bournemouth and Fulham versus Forest. Is that right? Sounds right in my head. Sheffield United have won. It's going to be a really good day for Sheffield United. It's Crew 1, Ipswich 1. Ipswich unable to defeat bottom of the table, already relegated Crew. Lincoln have got 1 back. There's our latest goal. It doesn't matter. It was always a dead rubber. Accrington at 2, Lincoln 1. Lincoln were our safety line in the high water of League One. They've got a goal back, though, there. And I've lost it on my screen. There we go. Accrington 2. Lincoln 1. Accrington, always a good home team. Let's get 15 seconds left. Are you serious? Have Bournemouth got a penalty? Wow. Oh, goodness me. We've got a penalty to Bournemouth right late on. Oh, drama. This could be absolutely massive. Bournemouth have a penalty. Oh, scenes here. Let me get the league table up. This is absolutely vital. Bournemouth could increase the gap. It's 4 points at the moment to 5. Every little helps here, and not losing would be massive. Will Bournemouth score the penalty? Everyone's got their eyes on Michael Dawson here. Bournemouth have a penalty. Fleetwood 1, Wimbledon 1 in the big head-to-head. Is it an unhelpful draw? I don't think it is. I think it's good news for Fleetwood. And was the penalty scored? Yes. 1-1. Bournemouth have equalised late on. It's not come up on my phone, but I believe we have an equaliser for Bournemouth. Everything's happening so fast. Yes, Dom Solanke has equalised. Watch that league table change right now. Oh, and Millwall have equalised as well. There's always a late goal. There's 2 late goals in the Championship. Solanke in the 98th minute, and I believe Millwall have equalised as well. Keep your eyes on that league table. Yes, Millwall to 66 points. That gap being 3 points is vitally important for Millwall. 2 goals in the 98th minute in the Championship. 2 penalties. Benik Afobe has scored from the spot for Millwall in the 98th minute. Dominic Solanke has scored, and we need to get our head around all of the goings on here. Look, it's still a good day for Forest, and it's still a good day for Sheffield United, but those late equalisers in both of those games do indeed make a difference. Where is my Bournemouth? I can't even see it on there. You go, Bournemouth 1. Right, let's... we're going to ignore the Premier League. Manchester City won, whoop-de-doo, 5-1. Liverpool will chase them and probably win, and it'll be back to 1 point. But let's look at the Championship. Down at the bottom, vitally, Peterborough are relegated. We'll quickly look at that, tick that off. Peterborough are down, 7-point gap with 2 games to go is unassailable. Peterborough are relegated. Up at the top, let's have a look up here. So, Fulham and Bournemouth have drawn. It's now full time at Birmingham as well. Birmingham 2, Millwall 2. So, it could have been worse for Bournemouth, but it's still okay in terms of Nottingham Forest. They've taken 2 points out. Huddersfield are guaranteed a playoff place. And Huddersfield will frankly, like Michael Heff said in Heffler said on the TV coverage last night, Huddersfield will just sit there and see if anyone slips up. It's unlikely. It's more likely Forest with the 2 games in hand, but you never know. Forest are now 5 points behind Bournemouth, and we all know that if they can keep that gap to 5 points or even get it lower, by the time we get to that head-to-head, they know they can take it to the last game of the season and close up that gap and really pile the pressure on. Bournemouth have to play Millwall at home on the last day of the season. Look, a long way to go there. Remember as well, both sides play on Tuesday night, and I believe Bournemouth have to go to Swansea, but Forest have to go to Fulham. And we'll really find out what Fulham think of Scott Parker. See if they play their entire reserve team on Tuesday night. That may not do for the integrity of the league. But hey, stranger things have happened. Luton, we think, probably need another point. Definitely another win. And they are in and secured. Sheffield United, it's a good day. They've won. Millwall have drawn. Middlesbrough have drawn. Blackburn play on Monday against Preston. And look, Middlesbrough do still have that game in hand. They play Cardiff on Wednesday. We can now say that QPR mathematically and Coventry and Blackburn have got the game in hand. So QPR and Coventry have both got +2 on the goal difference. Sheffield United have got +12. So I would dare say QPR and Coventry, although it's not mathematically the case, are done. They now need a 10-goal swing. Sheffield United to lose both games. Oh, indeed. And QPR play Sheffield United next Friday. So there's one way of fixing all of that up. But I would suggest that even though it's not mathematical, QPR, Coventry, all done. Clear as mud? I thought so. And if you want something even less clear, should we have a quick look at League One before we wrap up? It has been utterly fascinating today in League One. So, at the top, Wigan have 89. MK have 86, but a vastly inferior goal difference. 29 on the goal difference for MK. Wigan's goal difference is 36. So, I am saying that Wigan are up. But mathematically, of course, look, we could get a 7-goal swing over the 2 games. It's not impossible, but to all intents and purposes, Wigan are up. What we should say is Wigan need 1 point. I think they go to Pompey in midweek. Rotherham have a game in hand, but it's against Sunderland. So we could go to the last day and have Rotherham and MK duking it out. And I'm sure you're all going to ask. So I'm just going to do that. And you can see Rotherham visit Gillingham. MK have got to go to Plymouth. So I have to say, you would make Rotherham favourites there. Look where Gillingham are and look where Plymouth are. Rotherham have got the better final day fixture. So it looks, stranger things have happened, but it looks like it's going to be Wigan and Rotherham in the top 2. And MK are going to be a hard game in the playoffs where they are guaranteed. Am I right? To finish. I don't think all of those teams can go for. No, they can't. So yeah, MK are guaranteed playoffs. Sunderland have got that game in hand against Rotherham. If they win that, I think they're pretty much, or are they? And they've done great wonders for their goal difference today. Oxford are out of it. Yeah. Bad day for Oxford today. I hadn't realised that. Oxford now cannot make the playoffs. They've got 75 points. Their upside is 78, and you can see Wycombe have already got 80. Sheffield Wednesday have got a game in hand against Fleetwood, which would put Wycombe out of the playoffs. God, it's tight. It's incredible. And honestly, would you be slightly worried if you're a Plymouth fan? They've got MK on the last day. Could they drop out at the last point? Incredible stuff down at the bottom of League One. Good day for Fleetwood in respects of Gillingham losing and Fleetwood just getting that draw against Wimbledon and not losing, considering they were a goal down in 88 minutes. Fleetwood do have a game in hand. That game in hand, though, is against Sheffield Wednesday. I'm looking at the goal difference, and it's telling me Fleetwood's is 27, minus 27. Gillingham's is minus 32. Are Gillingham going to be made to rue? Who was it Gillingham lost 7-2 to? Was it Oxford? Are Fleetwood, Gillingham going to be made to rue that game at the end of the season? That one game where you can see -5 go on the goal difference. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm absolutely frazzled with all of that thinking. So I can see there's still loads and loads of comments in there. Thank you for all the nice things you are saying. Commiserations if you're a Peterborough fan. They are, of course, down, relegated. Wigan are to all intents and purposes. I can't talk, for God's sake. All intent that laugh out loud. Ben is knackered. Morecambe can still go down. That is right, Jason, on the last day. Manic League One, absolutely. So we're going to all intents and purposes, are up, basically, aren't they? Incredible. Right, thank you, everybody, for watching. It's a lovely big over and out. Thank you for all the likes. We have got 240. Hit like before you go, and it's a lovely big over and out from me. I can't click them all up. In fact, I'll play the advert at the end, and I'll click up all of your thanks. And I will see you tomorrow for I think we'll do the championship review tomorrow. Don't hold me for that, but we'll figure out on Twitter what we are doing. Over and out, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.